Let me figure out this setup. I'm almost done. Be real quick. Um. All right, chat. What is up today? We are going through to the end, finally, of the $40,000 contingency contract tournament. I got Dragnus and Renegade alongside me. We're gonna go through the semifinals first, and then go straight into the finals. We're gonna group it all into one day. I mean, we'll pull up the bracket when we talk about it. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan today. I don't plan to do anything else. Hopefully we could have a good commentary. And yeah, let me see what's up with them. What it do?
What it
What I do? Dragnus has also started streaming, I think.
Okay, bet.
We are here.
All right, so who wants to recap?
Someone, let me find the bracket. All right, we had a bunch of insane games yesterday for the quarterfinals, especially between, I would say, Zach and Lonely Cat's group was probably one of the most interesting, especially with their unique strategy of starting really low with what was it, a 3 risk clear or something like that?
3 risk clear to
Yeah,
start.
that's
Yep.
pretty clear. Yeah.
It was pretty good. Unfortunately, they fumbled a bit on the execution, but it was a really interesting strat to try and pinch their opponent, Jin, right? I think.
Yep, Jin. This one
Yep.
we're seeing right now on screen.
Jin's champion pool in the Fearless Draft. If anyone doesn't know, Fearless Draft in this game, it means that once you pick an operator, you cannot pick an operator for future subsequent rounds. And we kept seeing people have unique team compositions, kind of making do with certain things, taking Alesha over Gilberta, for example, and a lot of that. And the day ended yesterday with Maggie, Team Lin, and Blue Jay, Jin, and CL moving on to be your semifinalists.
Before we move on, though, my favorite is still the match between Naumor and CL. That one was very intense. Also, I made a mistake yesterday that saying that CL needs to clear at a fast run, which he doesn't really because he was already doing it at a higher 1 risk higher than Naumor. So that's all my bad. Acknowledging.
All good, all good. What mattered
Hey.
is that we saw an insane matchup in that bracket, and I feel like that top right quadrant of the bracket has always been insane the entire time, this entire tournament.
It has been.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely incredible. I have been leaning forward in my chair to the point that my back might be breaking.
we do have to sit here for a long time to yap about this game, for hours, to watch this whole thing.
This is creators. There we go. Where was it?
And I am sacrificing today's Terrastorian meeting as well to do this. So
Screw
if
'em.
Akka shows up and gets mad, that's why.
You're gonna
Gotta
learn
give this
so
one a
much
pass.
lore about contingency contract right now. You can bring it to Terrastorium. Holy.
All right,
I
so
could do a
let's...
lore video on Terrastorian. It would take maybe 30 seconds.
All right, so let's start with probably the most interesting bunch because we haven't really seen much because we have skipped this part of the bracket. We only seen this one, but it wasn't really not to be rude or anything, but it wasn't really interesting. It was interesting the strat that they took, but
Yeah.
at
Oh,
the end
just
it didn't it
saying
it
the
didn't
opposite of what I said. I see how it is. You hate me.
it didn't go as planned. So we have Jin Togahara in here and CL. And that is what we have right now on screen. So any thoughts going into this, guys?
I mean, we know who the favorite is. A tournament favorite
Yeah.
in general is CL, but Togara Jin, like, putting out really good performances. So I'm hoping it's gonna be a close one.
Same. I as much as I think CL will probably clutch this round, Jin did actually do a pretty not just interesting. He actually did a pretty impressive performance on that last game. He was in fact almost stumbled by the other strategy, so it will be extremely interesting to see how he how he goes up against someone who performs as high as CL does.
It'll
I
be
see.
interesting for sure. We should just get into it, I think.
Yeah, so before we get into it, one final reminder, guys, that whoever is not proceeding to the semi or to the finals here will be placed as dual third place. So they immediately get podium, and they already got money from this. So I wouldn't consider myself a loser at this point. You still won.
Yeah, what? It's like everybody, like third and fourth, have four
The same
thousand
prize pool, yeah.
dollars.
Yep.
Double the
And then
volume,
second
please.
place
You
is
can double your volume,
6.
buddy.
All right, here we go. So interesting enough, again with the no dodge, we've seen him do this in his previous run as well, refusing to take the HP risk though,
Yeah, should be able to chew
HP
through
risk
these real quick,
definitely,
but it'll be a bit of a
yeah.
time crunch.
and also the decreased damage from the same source of damage here, same operator. Let's see. Hopefully he
Alright.
scrolls to the right so that we can see more.
As a reminder to
Please.
chat, the format is highest risk, and if it's tied highest time or quickest time with with them going back to back with A B B A B, so should be pretty interesting. We'll see them go back and forth.
Yep. And starting at 45 risk does bring up the other rule of this particular format, which is that you cannot go down in your risk level once you have attempted a clear.
That's right, which means you kind of can't. You have to be careful with how high you start because you might not even be able to get it clear in the first place.
What is this loading screen? Oh, this is CL's wallpaper. Okay. I thought it was a loading screen for a second.
They
But
just
yeah,
shove that in
we did
Enfield.
see that Jin has opted for a Mifu team, but this time we normally see Alesh on, no, not Alesh, but Camille on there with Rossi. But right now, he's running with Estella, Mifu, Pogranichnik, and Chen. Chen is a no-brainer pick here for the physical team.
Yeah, I would say if you're not running Rossi, you're probably running Jin, usually.
Yeah.
Definitely a vulnerability focused team with Mifu for major bursts and Estella to take care of the cryos or the solidification. So we're gonna go ahead and start off on the wave one. Gonna be pretty standard. Mifu opens up with this C1 to CC everybody and just instantly one shots the first wave.
Oh, no pool risk as well.
Oh yeah.
I want to say, before you go into your play ramen, I'm actually really interested in people taking Estella as their first pick in their first try. I would have expected them to go like to save this ace in the hole right at the end because
There's
it just makes easier for people.
there's certainly two schools of thought. One in that it's a really strong anchor, in that it's really easy to pilot. So when you play Estella, you're able to just pretty much almost guaranteed get it clear as long as you play somewhat okay. But you could also think of it in the sense of Estella, because she's easy to play, you're able to get a really high risk clear. So you could go either way. It just depends on the school of thought there.
For
And
sure.
what's also interesting is that even though Jin has chosen to control Estella, as you can see, he's actually not gaining stacks of cold infliction, which means he did not take any debuff from
No,
casting combo skills and
no, it
battle
just doesn't
skills.
show up because you're immune.
Oh, really?
I thought
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Estelle is completely immune to getting the stacks in the first place.
Okay, that's my bad then.
So
All right.
that's why the risk is so high to 45 because they took all of that. Otherwise, there'd be no point in taking the picking Estella at all. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to wave three. 3 minutes 20 on the clock. That's pretty good pacing. Jin is
Yeah,
doing a
30
good job for the
seconds
first
to
run.
30 seconds to clear the second wave. Not bad.
Yup, agreed. So we're gonna go ahead and group up these alpha rams. Is able to do it pretty good. Pretty good opening RNG in a bit, in the sense of them not running off into Narnia. Though one of them does have lower health than the other, so they are a bit desynced, but that's okay. Now they're a little bit separated.
Pogranichnik and hopes to like push them together. It does work a bit,
Yeah,
and they are now grouped up.
it's a really good
And
way
here
to
we
get
go.
them together.
Mifu
Plus, it
building up
generates a good
the
amount of
world
SP.
splitter, I think.
Pretty close. Going through it. Channel to finish the deal. I think the idea is
Yeah.
to hold the world breaker right there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yep. There we go.
Yep.
One shot on that
That's the
effigy.
effigy. 0 HP risk taken, by the way. So all of these will be somewhat squishy and should be one-shottable by Mifu.
And I
Alright.
assume he's gonna do the same strat here, right at the end before the enemy dies, building stacks to get Mifu onto the World Splitter stage on her battle skill.
Takes a little bit of chip, but is able to do some good damage to the Alpha Sting. They're getting grouped together pretty decently, though the Sting is way lower than the Ram, so it's going to be decent again. But that's okay. We have
Yep.
plenty of time. It's 2 minutes on the clock on wave 4. We actually have a pretty good pace here.
The Sting is what you usually want to target first anyway, as we have seen multiple times. That is the one that will absolutely mess you up if you do not get rid of it fast.
Here we go. The wave 1 is about to start, and we have World Splitter available. I assume
Alright.
that's gonna one shot the boss.
There it is. That's
Yep.
a quick round 1 by Jin. Just to set the tone, that is a risk 45 clear. It's up to CL to beat that.
However,
I
do
would be
not
surprised
think
if
it'll
he
be too difficult to beat.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't think this is much of a challenge to Shell here.
To CL specifically, agreed. It is just good in general to have a clear on the board, considering what we've seen in the other
Right.
matchups.
But
But
you know
to this
what this
day,
does,
I don't
though?
think I've seen CL fail to do a clear 50 at minimum.
I agree.
Yeah, his highest risk run was risk 53, but it was down to the wire for 52 seconds.
Yep.
Very critically for Jin. That means Estella and Mifu are off the table for future rounds, but in the spirit of the ABB, that was Jin's A, and now CL's going to go through their BB, which means they're going to have 2 rounds in a row to try and beat that.
Oh, thank God, this stream is actually watchable. Crisp quality, although we just can't read it. Opting for the risk 2 timer and risk 1 HP. No dodge. And
Just going
Is he
1
only gonna
risk
go to
up, 48.
Interesting.
No need to go a little too crazy. Might as well beat what they got. Kind of prodding each other, putting a little bit of pressure on each other, just to see if they can use up their operators for the Fearless draft. If you're able to chew through their operator pool before you're forced to get them to the higher risks, then, well, they have a lower chance to beat it.
yeah, I'm gonna ask you guys. Out of the 3 famous teams we see, the combustion, electric, and physical, who do you think? Which team do you think are the most disposable as your first try throwaway run?
Honestly, I think the Mifu team, strangely enough.
Really? How about you, Ramen?
I think I'd agree. Because you could rather... Because I feel like the Mifu team has a tough time dealing with the max HP risks, because you're not one-shotting everything, and then you have a lot of like CC applications that makes it so that you can't do it in one cycle. But thankfully, we're only doing risk 48 here, so it's a lot easier going through the Mifu Rossi combo. As we know, Rossi is usually used as a finisher due to the risk where subsequent ultimate damage is taken down to 0. So you hold Rossi's ult the entire game until you get to that final title class on round 4.
I must say, Shell really likes to use Snowshine in his physical team. I haven't seen him use anyone other than Snowshine for this. Does take down the 2 Harpies on the side, leaving the Sting and the full health Harpy at the back.
Yeah.
I
I will
will-
note, we've seen CL sort of play with his food. He is definitely doing that again here.
For a
as
second
he
there, I thought he
has-
was gonna reset.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on
Yeah,
there?
I thought so too for a moment. He has chosen to take imminent repute on his Rossi, which is completely useless on Rossi as it
Oh.
requires consumption of vulnerability.
Oh. Maybe it's a stat stick? I have no idea. I guess at that point, you just take the Rossi weapon. I have no idea.
Yeah, he is. It is likely that he's probably taking the Rossi weapon on a different character.
I wonder. Surely you're allowed to swap, right?
Maybe, or he might have just. Again, I have a feeling he's probably playing with his food, knowing that this is very easily clearable to him.
Yeah. Bit of a meme run in that sense, but we're going to move on to wave 2. Plenty of time on the clock because we only took a little bit of the timer, so 5 minutes already, and we're dealing with the mini boss, the Tidewalker, here on wave 2. Pretty good. Thankfully, Snowshine takes a big chunk there, but Snowshine is also a safe pick, so it should be okay. You just tap a puddle and you activate the combo skill, though it is on cooldown.
Hopefully he has enough time to trigger this. He has plenty of time.
It's kind of glacial, the combo skill
Yeah.
cooldown.
Although he probably doesn't know about the tech about still. Oh no, he's going.
I was gonna say, if there's anyone that knows the deck,
Oh,
it's what's going on here?
there we
Okay.
go. It has a very specific like ticking timer. I think it's per second, so it's not immediately gonna tick when you step on it.
I see, I see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started with these Alpha Rams, getting the Mifu ult off the rip. I don't know if they took the risk that makes it so they have to wait 10 seconds, but either way, it's probably a good idea to because you want to get max vulnerability stacks.
Yep.
And judging from the state of the enemy, it looks like they didn't. Those Rams are looking very vulnerable right now.
Chat's letting me know that Rossi has Wolven stack, so it is her weapon.
Oh, weird. Earlier it was showing the other one. That's interesting.
Probably just swapped it off, maybe, while we skipped ahead. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he swapped it off when we weren't looking.
Ooh, quite an unfortunate there for CL. He got the World Splitter ready, but was SP locked, so in return he couldn't cast the World Splitter, even
Oh,
though it only
unfortunate.
cost 50 SP.
Still
He
has
tried his
plenty of
best
time to
trying
go
to get a
through it.
final strike.
The issue is
Yep.
Snowshine has no health, so it is a little bit scary now. You do have to heal off of a puddle to not like just die to a ram, but it should be okay. It's only risk 48. We have plenty of time. We can take our time here and not get randomly tagged.
This effort of saving the World Splitter for the effigy won't do him good because it was about to expire.
Yeah, he just decided to use it.
Oh,
Gotta
it's gonna
dodge
jump.
that.
Perfect timing there.
Good
Mechanic.
jump.
The dive attack is
He
perfect
does need
for
to get a
dodging the
final
grab.
strike though. There we go.
Yup. Ooh. That looked like a hit for a second. There it is. Half health already on the FG, 2 minutes 40 on the clock. It's pretty good timing. World Splitter to finish it off.
Although Ciel does need to step on the pool again. He suddenly forgot.
I'm scared that it
That
like just one
may-
taps you.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I'm actually wondering if that might just kill him as well. The last time it hit him, it did 300 something. I'm just not sure the exact number.
All right,
I wouldn't. Oh, there we go. The sting just went in just at the last moment.
they are nicely
Pretty
grouped
good.
together, both getting the same amount of vulnerability stacks. So one is staggered, the other isn't. That's okay. World Splitter is at the ready. I think CL used the S2 too fast because it did no damage. Applied the vulnerability stack off the ult and then casted within the 10-second period.
This is a perfect time to crush and then prepare for the World Splitter. Yep, here we go. And also Rossi's ult is available. It hasn't been casted once.
Yep.
Yep, bring it to half, and then Rossi can finish the deal. Probably waiting for the shield to go up.
Yep. When the shield's up, it does more heat damage, so that would be the right time.
Just dodging some
But
stuff.
he's choosing
Stutter
to still hold
stancing.
it.
Is
Just
it
having
playing
fun
his
with it's
food
only
again?
a minute.
Yeah.
All right,
There we go. I
finish
think
it up,
he's trying to
CL.
finish with World Splitter.
Yep.
Although
CL
he
does
has
have
no
a
SP
history.
because he's SP locked.
Yeah, CL does have a history of his first couple of rounds just messing around, and it looks like he's doing it again.
There we go. World Splitter at the ready.
Just showing off
Oh no,
mechanic.
it's Rossi.
There we go.
All right, there it is, the Rossi and Snowshine combo. Only one of those is necessary, but that's it. That's a risk 48 clear in the books, and that's what has to be beat.
Oh, risk 48. But he has to go again. But this time, he cannot go lower than 48.
So now I believe CL goes one more time because of the ABB. So we're going to see another attempt, probably at risk 50 plus, assumably, now that you have it clear.
Yeah, that might be the move here. He is trying to pressure Jin here to go higher than what he's gonna set in his next run, so that Jin tries to clear whatever he sets a record, and in case he does break the record, CL still has one more run left.
Playing real slowly and methodically. This time around, it feels like on this side of the bracket. Whereas at the beginning of round one, it feels like everybody went Oonga Booga. I'm starting risk 52 now.
Yeah, they definitely have gotten more cautious as the tourney has progressed.
Question from the chat: why is Chen using Enmin's sword? I believe it has good
Ah,
essences for Enmin, right? Or for Chen, right?
so specifically, the reason to use Inman's sword with that particular comp is because of Snowshine. That sword gives an extra physical damage boost, and it's actually a pretty large boost of over 100% if the enemy is solidified, which Snowshine can just do on her own.
And there you go. So pretty good tech. Really heads up about weapon descriptions, which goes to show how interesting the gear system is in this game because you have to pick and choose your weapon wisely, depending on your team composition.
Okay, so we are seeing here that weapons are not limited, are not banned, because we've seen this
Yep.
weapon used on Rossi before,
Yes.
and
Yep.
now Arklight is
Agreed.
wielding it. So it's only limited to characters. That answers your question.
That's chivalric virtues, right? On Perlica?
Yep, we have seen Chivalric
Yep.
Virtues get used multiple times on Perlica just to boost her health to over 15,000.
Just to make
Very
these
effective at that.
clears very consistent with a big, bulky frontliner in Perlica. You wouldn't think that since it's a caster, but it makes sense in Contingency Contract since you can't switch your controlled operator. You may as well make him as bulky as possible.
And here we go. CL has whipped out the electric team, probably the most famous and probably the fastest team comp that can clear high risk, especially at 52.
Mm-hmm.
We've
Yep.
seen it over and over again.
But we know that this is also not CL's main team. He is saving his heat team for the his combustion heat team for the final attempt.
That is true.
We
So
can think
either
of
way, if he successfully clears this, it's gonna be a huge undertaking for Jin to go to complete.
one interesting thing of note using the Alesh variant to generate more SP. Definitely very good, and also a way to preserve the Gilberta in case you need it in the Fearless draft system for your final run.
Especially at this stage, you don't want to heal the enemies because the amount of damage Fang Yi does, if you accidentally heal it up by clicking that really annoying combo skill that Gilberta does, and they will go from 0 to 100 real quick.
All right, we are chewing through this sting, and wave one is clear with 4 minutes on the clock. That's pretty much on pace, maybe slightly faster as well. So that's pretty good. Trying to get a bunch of swords set up. Already 9 by the Zhuangfeng Yi, so has a great setup.
Yep. He's
Yeah,
also
the strong.
looks like he's chosen to take gear on Perlica to get a little bit more damage. So he's just using Chivalric Virtue for HP boosting, which is keeping him around 10k instead of the normal 15 we've seen.
A lot more room to play with while also trying to build into damage. Immunes that damage by the way, while solidified, so that's pretty good. About to spawn the mini boss of Wave 2, which is the Tidewalker and the Prism. Trying to set up for it. Here they come.
Automatically pops Fang Yi ult. Very classic here. We've seen this strat over and over again throughout this
Yep.
entire tournament.
You do not want this mid-boss title class to slow you down too much, so it makes perfect sense.
Already spamming the Zhuangfeng Yi battle skill after battle skill. It's brought down to less than a quarter HP. You just gotta dodge this one attack and blow it up, and there you go. It's a 3-minute Wave 2 cleared. That's still on pace.
He did
Perlica
take that
does
hit,
take,
though.
yeah, does take a chunky amount of damage there,
Still
but it was a
5,000.
trade-off for keeping the enemies at bay.
About 5,000 and a half HP to play with, so we're still in a good spot. Just gotta grabbing the Alpha Rams to try and group them up together. They are a little split up right now, so this is a minor time loss, but there's still plenty of rounds left to go.
Alesh needs
Yep.
to get back if he wants to group up the Rams here. It looks like they're doing just that.
There it is, trying to get off everything. Mind you, that Arklight has Rossi's weapon, so this combo skill is doing huge amounts of damage.
Physical, yeah.
Going ahead to keep chunking through them. Half health on one of them. The other one is almost dead, but it should be close to synced up, and it's almost time. 2 minutes and 12 minutes. 2 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock, mind you. Going through it, and there it goes. About gone.
Yep, that's it.
RPG time. Pop the ultimate again by Shuang Fang Yi. You don't want to waste time on the mini bosses from waves 2 and 3.
Already going through it, eating through it. 9 sword stacks on the Zhuangfeng Yi, and you're just spamming your battle skill. It's absolutely melting, and there it goes.
He
Wave
didn't even get an
4
attack
now.
off.
He does need to with the combo skill cooldown risk, it's not gonna be that hard to build Zhuang Fengyi's ult energy again. That's gonna go from 0 to 100 in like 5 battle skills.
Pretty
There we
much.
go.
Look, it's already at a
Already a
quarter.
quarter.
It
It
is
just ended too. That's insane.
the beauty of contingency contract. As we eat through this sting, it's going down really quickly. Trying to get as much as possible. 3 full SP bars, so you have a lot of room to work with.
Unfortunately, the Ram does not get hit by most of the barrage that Fangi does.
It's definitely a minor time loss since they weren't completely grouped together, but thankfully the final title class is squishy despite it one-shotting you repeatedly.
Yeah, it all goes down to how fast you can kill the title class at the end.
Alright, almost through with it. Gonna be about 40 seconds on the title class. Gonna insta-pop the Zhuang Fengyi ultimate. Getting ready to
Yep.
spam multiple battle skills. Gonna throw everything, including the Alesh ult. Let's see how it goes. Already getting
Another
chunked.
Fangi is ready.
Half health,
Yep.
basically. Another battle skill has all the SP bars in the world. Gonna do it again. Electrification applied. Arclight ultimate. It's melting. 20 seconds left, but you don't even need all that time. And there it goes. That's a risk 52 clear.
Risk
It just goes to
52 clear with
show-
20 seconds left. This is going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, that just goes to show how OP Fangi is.
And
Even
we got
in a debuff state. Insane.
we got a certain electric support coming next patch for the next time we get a contingency contract.
Alright. So it's now Jin Togahara's turn. Unfortunately, we didn't really see much of Jin's playstyle. I do know that most of the competitors in this tournament are mostly using the same team comps, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they've definitely narrowed it down to 3 meta playstyles that have been used by most of the teams at this point.
There's
Yeah, so it's all
also-
down to execution.
We'll
There,
get.
there has been some fun variety in the gear sets, though, that are being used.
I'd say one of the
That's
major
true.
techs is definitely the chivalric virtues, right? On the
Yeah.
Perlicas.
Yep, that's it. Increasing the HP just so Perlica can be a bit tanky to tank more hits. And we also do see that on other characters as well, but not with chivalric virtues. We've seen like a Gilberto tank, Antal tank, Ardelia tank.
We've seen some disturbing HP values on these controlled operators.
I forgot who it was, but I think someone's Perlica had 22k HP. I forgot who it was.
All right,
I didn't even know you could get it that high. That's insane.
This is still CL's POV, I believe. So I
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
we're gonna go to
moving.
Jin now.
There we go. Jin also opting to whip out the same team basically. Almost identical weapons. No, identical weapons actually.
Yeah, just
Yep.
different order in terms of placements, but that's just more of a hotkey.
Preference thing.
Yeah. I will say there is some strategy in the placement of your operators in the sense of, okay, if my main tank dies, who does it go to next? In this case, it'd go next to Zhuang Fengyi, which may
The
or
other
may
thing
not
that
be
placement
bad.
does is combo skill pops. If they have the same popping trigger for their combo skill, that will also determine the order that they appear.
That's true, and there is a minor time stop in the combo skill cast, so which can change the order of when those combo skill projectiles hit the enemy.
Yep.
That's especially evident, by the way, in the Zhuang Fengyi team.
Yeah, they have some
Yeah, the amount of
interesting
time
animation
stop.
requirements.
Yeah, and Fang Yi is insane. Especially when casting like her battle skill.
All right, opting to stay at the risk 52 to try and beat that time, so let's see how it goes.
He needs to clear the stage with 20 seconds remaining, basically.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
perfect timing on that LS pre-launch of the skill there.
Already gonna chew through the first wave of wave 1. These little ads are very squishy, but you want to go through them really quickly for the time's sake. Though it was a little bit slow right there, but that's okay. You can more than make up for that. Trying to
Yeah, and I'm
push
gonna
all these
say
together.
he's not really trying to build sword stacks right now. This is the first time he's done it ever since he started.
All right,
So right
trying
now,
to get
Fang Yi is sitting at 3 stacks, which is not ideal for her.
is bursting with more battle skills from the Zhuang Fengyi, bringing the Sting down to a little bit below half HP. It should be one more clean rotation while you're trying to build up these sword stacks for the next wave. There it goes. Gonna clear that. Actually, slightly faster on pace. 4 minutes and 5.
Yep, and also Fangi is now online with 9 stacks, max stacks. He just needs to make sure it doesn't go down.
There you go. Trying to go through the first wave right there. Those little splatters. Just going to cast a Zhongfeng ult to try and maintain everything that you got. And now is going to have to try and pull these prisms together or just straight up kill them and instantly spawn the mini boss of the wave. Looks like...
Yeah, and when the minibus starts, I think we're gonna see the same strategy again. Zhuang Fengyi, there we go.
Yep.
All right,
popping
on
in.
cue.
A Lash ult for good measure, and you're just gonna spam battle skills. That's why you got 3 full SP bars. That's why you're running Arklight plus the Alesh, so you can generate so much SP, so you could do this war crime on the Arknight scenario. Goodbye, Tidewalker.
War crimes fit perfectly into the theme of the game.
That is
He
true.
accidentally used. I don't know if it's strategy, but he accidentally pressed a combo, a battle skill there. I don't know if it's to like sequence the solidification. There we go.
All
It
right.
very well could have been. He did just use it, it looks like.
Could have been a little bit of a fat finger either way. We still have plenty of SP to work with because of the double Vanguard setup. Trying to eat through
Oh, this
these
is bad.
alpha
This is not
rams.
really what you want.
Yeah,
The
the
other
Lesh
ram
has
is
focus of
halfway.
one of them.
All right,
Yep.
there we go. They're together. Zhang Fengyi is now wailing on him, trying to maintain it.
Does make up for it though, right at the end.
All right, should
Yeah, I
be-
think this is actually faster so far than what we saw from CL, so...
There we go. Zhuang Fengyi pre-jacked for the effigy. Gonna go ahead and spam these battle skills alongside the Alesh ultimate. Let's see how
Oh,
fast...
Alesh
that
missed!
ultimate- Oh,
Alesh
no! That's a
missed!
miss!
That's the
Yeah,
second
that's
time
what
happened
I-
in the tournament now.
That's gonna be a major time loss with that miss. That's the second major miss we've seen on this side of the bracket, to be honest.
Yeah, on CL as well.
All right, trying to chew through the effigy, trying to make up for the time loss, but it is real tough. Honestly, it's not going down that fast. It's already past the 2-minute mark on the timer. Trying to do their best to get through it. Gets hit by the grab a
take a
little
major hit
bit, but
there.
doesn't get completely
And
chunked.
Fangi's ult just expired, so he's not gonna rely on normal
Yeah, that
battle
the
skills.
Alesh miss, honestly, was a massive damage loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
1 minute 30 on the clock, but it's not looking good. That critical error of casting that ultimate too early is gonna spell the death of Jin, it feels like. The Ram and the Stinger are here now, but you gotta chew through those fast enough to deal with the title class.
He needs to get a perfect grouping here, otherwise it's gonna be a major time loss here. Even though you need only like almost 30 seconds for the to beat CL, or no, not to beat the title class, but you have to remember you have to have more than 20 seconds left on this run to at least beat CL's record.
It's honestly not going too fast. Trying to build up more damage, trying to get Drunk Thingy up and running to start dealing. All right, we're hitting the Stinger, but we're not hitting the Ram in that, so that's already a time loss in and of itself. Not an optimal clear here, and we're already 40 seconds to go almost. It doesn't feel like we're going to beat that time.
No, it is not at this point.
What? Is that an ad?
Why is there an ad?
CL doesn't have
Some
nitro?
Yo, no.
There we go. We've passed 20 seconds. That
All
means
right.
this run is already void. Even though he's still trying.
Let's
Bless him.
try and burst through this title class for fun. We're using the Elash ult. Hopefully it's this time. Did it? It did. All
It
right,
did,
we're going to
but
go ahead and
even
shoot
then, it
through
still
this.
doesn't have
1
enough
second
time.
ago, and it's gone.
that sucks because that means this guy, Jin, only has the combustion team left to try and beat CL here.
Yep. And CL still has that in his back pocket if he does manage to clear the time.
Yeah,
Thankfully,
he's gonna try to pressure CL here because he cannot go lower than 52. So either he goes 52 and trying to beat the record, but at the same time he also knows that CL is capable of clearing risk 53.
Yep.
So I think he's gonna be forced to go up a risk here.
where are we in the order again?
We are on the final attempt. This is the second attempt of Jin.
All right,
So
right.
we're on the final attempt of Jin, and then If he does not complete this, then CL automatically wins.
So we should go ahead and see. We'll probably see the combustion team for sure. It's definitely one of the higher capped comps and is typically the fastest clear. I think 70% of the fastest clears for all the teams of round one was a combustion comp, and the rest were Zhuang Fengyi. So it's definitely not a bad comp by any means, even though we lost to Zhuang Fengyi. So let's go ahead and see how it goes.
I go. Time to pick. We know who you're going for. Go on, don't be shy. Yep,
I was
Yeah.
I was
there we go.
subtly wishing for a moment that he was going to go for a last right team.
Leave that
So
to the
we are
big
gonna be
dogs in Maggie and Blue
so
Jay.
we are going to be seeing a combustion spam then, unless this Wolfguard is spec'd into Arch Intensity, which it very very well may be.
I will say that because of the nature of Fearless Draft, this is why you save the Gilberta instead of using it on the Zhuang Fengyi team. You use it for this, and critically, Estella is not available because that was used in the round one. So that's just kind of the perfect storm to make this team the reason why it is. I
Sorry, I
believe.
dropped my keys there.
I
Yeah.
believe it's risk 52, right?
It's let's go back a bit.
I mean, we'll see it in the match. Don't need to do that.
Okay, yeah. There we go. We're loading in.
Unfortunately, the VTuber model is covering it up.
Yeah, it's
too
also
on
blocking
the-
the risk counter.
This is the most scuffed thing if you look at my stream. It's like not full screen, two VTuber models, and my face in the bottom right.
I've
I'm
tried to keep
giving
it
you
as clean
free
as I can
space.
by putting all of us down at the bottom where the black bars are.
All right, so it does indeed go with risk 52, trying to beat the CL's record.
All right, and we're gonna get started with the Gilberta primary. That's 16,000 HP on the Gilberta. But even though you have a tanky build, it doesn't even matter that much because Gilberta's damage amp on the ultimate is so insane as we let the initial little ads burn down.
Yep, significantly faster clear on those early ads too.
Gilberta battle skill to group them all together. Gonna go ahead and get the combustion started, throwing everything, including the kitchen sink at this damn thing. It's already gone, half health, almost. All right, there's the combustion. It's gonna start burning down now. Can't use the Gilberta combo skill very clearly because of the risk that heals everything on CC, so you have to be very cognizant of holding it.
Yeah, it was a very tempting offer, but this guy knows how to hold back.
As we move on to wave 2, 4 minutes on the clock. Actually, far above pace. Has an extra 10 seconds to work with.
These guys are dead with combustion. Although I'm not seeing a very chunky tick from the combustion
Yeah,
here, so
I mean, we're just letting it
those
burn down. No need to go too hog wild. We are SP locked, though. All right, we got the final strike, and it's fine. We do have to build up our SP, though, in order to deal insane damage at this incoming mini-boss. But we are just going to burn down these ads again, and the next Tidewalker should spawn.
here we
It
go.
is. Should pop everything at this point. Electing not to open with a Tong Tong ult. Wolfguard ult, though, to try to get some combustion. Gilberta ult for the damage amp. Trying to get as much damage in as possible. Gonna take this down to about half health, but the Prism is ticking. It has damage immunity. Not immunity, but it's like less, right? I actually don't know
It's all-
specifically.
yeah,
It's like
it's
80% less
reduction.
damage.
Yeah.
He did take 3 hits from the title class there. Gilberta is very hurt now.
Already at
make that
one
make
shot.
that 4. Make
blows,
that 4.
blows everything on the Tidewalker as it has the Prism Shield on it and just gets
And
gunned
Gilberta
Gilberta's
down.
gone. Without Gilberta, that damage is going to be extremely low.
It's technically possible. It's just severely cut, and the time is not going to happen. We're not getting a risk 52 clear.
No.
And he doesn't have SP to break out. He's forced to be in this situation. He's SP locked, quite unfortunate. I think he knows. We all
And
know where this is going.
the Lavitain healing passive now healing up the Tidewalker. Oh no, it's just time loss after time
I
loss.
forgot she even had that.
That's the Surtur special, brother. Boom. Yeah, this is not happening. 2 minutes on the clock. We don't have the damage anymore to get through it. We finally dealt with one of those ads, but the Tidewalker is already above half HP again.
Yeah, like Dracnus said, the damage capability of this team went down along with Gilberta.
Going ahead to face tank everything in pure rage, screaming out into the sky, and chop.
Jesus Christ, that's a 4K chop there.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Wolfguard primarily goes into strength for the increased damage, so agility is not high enough to reduce damage.
Boom.
This, however, can take a hit. This girl is built to spec.
This Dong Dong is here to fight it for fun. Avenge
He's
your
just
fallen
healing.
comrade, Supreme
He's
Chief.
just healing the Tidal class at this point. The Tidewalker, rather.
Just face
Just gonna
takes
stand
it.
there, yep.
Here
go.
it goes.
And that, fortunately, that means Ciel has already won this, even though Ciel has one more try.
Congratulations to CL. That is your first finalist.
Yep,
Good
and
work.
also our first person to be knocked down to the podium, because we need two people. So
Yep.
he's gonna be the first, Jin.
Not
Congrats
overly...
still though. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I was just saying, it's not overly surprising, though, again, as CL was the favored on this particular side of the bracket.
I think
That is
CL
true.
is one of the tournament favorites, even in the entire thing. So it's no shame in losing to CL. Great work from Jin. Had a stellar performance in the matches that we watched, both this one and the last one. Just unfortunate that it wasn't able to close the deal.
That is true. And also, and I wouldn't really consider myself a loser at this point. You are getting paid.
Yeah, you're
way.
Enjoy your $4,000, buddy.
$4,000 is nothing to be to scoff at. That's a lot, even for me.
I would
Even for me, are
gladly
you
take
rich
that.
as fuck, buddy? Are you rolling in it?
So let's see here. The next one
Should be Maggie versus Team Blue Jay and Lynn, I believe. In the semis.
semifinals. Here we go. I'm afraid to go down because I might see.
Oh, you don't want to
because this one-
accidentally see spoilers?
Oh,
We full cam this, so
I'm
that
not
There we
looking
go.
at the screen. Don't worry about it.
there we go.
full
Lynn and
camming
Blue
so my
Jay
chat
versus
gets heated.
Maggie. There we go. Here we go. I found it. We are thankfully going to Sweetly stream, which thankfully has that really helpful board that she uses.
Yup, my favorite caster in the entire tournament. That's all VTuber. I can't see.
We have to go back a bit though, because we need to see the risk that Maggie has taken here. Oh, she started already. Here we go.
Risk 50.
Risk
it
50
seems.
off the bat.
Yep. Okay. We're gonna start higher than normal.
That's the
And,
Yvonne team that Maggie always opens with. It's the bread and butter. What I've seen her put a disgusting amount of practice on when she streamed. When Contingency Contract first came out.
I
Yeah,
love
just-
seeing this team too, because it's technically a fourth team comp. It's not one of the classic three.
The screen is 40% VTubers.
Very critically, if you're able to get some good practice in on this Yvonne team comp, that is a lot of units that are kind of open for the following two rounds in the Fearless draft. So Yvonne is actually very worthy of getting a lot of practice in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All
and
right,
you have to remember,
Yvonne.
Megan needs this to pay for for her rent.
Pretty much. And now wave one begins as Yvonne is sandwiched between two VTubers, but we're seeing the damage coming through and instantly take down the three dogs as we wait for this thing to spawn. We're gonna go ahead and throw everything at it. Look at the damage, look at the burst, but there's a solidification healing it, but that's okay. We have a disgusting amount of damage that's about to pop off. Going ahead and use the Shy Healed.
I'm sorry, Ramen. Did you say Yvonne was sandwiched?
But tweet, look at the VTubers, man. You're telling me I'm wrong?
Just gave me whiplash there.
Yeah, combustion applied onto this
There you
thing as
go.
we finally burst it down. It's still healing, but we're actually our damage is
the
outstripping
combo
the
still
healing.
wasn't
Never mind.
enough to
Oh.
kill.
It's a time
Oh.
loss. Okay,
There we
there it goes.
That killed it.
Managed to get through it, but that was that definitely was a bit of a time loss there from that healing.
Thankfully, we do have a lot of time. Is this just how their stream is? Cutting off the top little
Yeah.
half of it? Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All good, all good. We'll forgive you for the amazing UI you have. All right, we're going to go through all these ads, trying to make up for time lost on the wave one. We're going through them pretty quickly, but oh, that one just critically just dodged the Yvonne cast. It like
They're capable of doing
Insane.
so. Oh,
it did.
solidified the bond.
Are
Pretty
these
nice post
splatters
there.
faker? They're dodging everything.
They took away our dodge and then got it themselves.
Yeah, what is going on here? All right, spawn the additional wave of ads. We got to clear through 2 of these in order to spawn the mini boss. So let's see how it goes. Trying to scatter some damage there, trying to group them all together, and we're about to see a major AoE if we can get them a little bit closer together. Solidified there. Ardelia ult to
Breaks out
cleanse.
of
We
it.
gotta dodge the sheep.
Yeah, setting up a landmine yourself there.
It does do some pretty good AoE damage though, so it did help with the clear.
Yeah, it did speed it up quite a bit. Now we're onto the Tidewalker. I don't believe it can get
Oh,
solidified.
Maggie
Oh,
stuttered.
did it
Did her
crash?
game crash?
Did the game crash?
It might have crashed. I don't know what the rulebook
Oh,
says
man.
in terms of a
Yeah,
crash.
let's hear the from our reporters in the game.
I feel like her game poofed. She was actually doing pretty well on her Yvonne. It looks like her game might have crashed because her.
God damn.
No, man.
So, yeah, I'm curious. Does this count as a instant loss on that round, or are they going to let her take another shot?
I assume it's an
do
instant
you-
loss, to be honest. I
Do
think.
you wanna hear? Let's keep listening. Alright, I'm just gonna
The game
keep
just
it low.
The game just closed.
Yep, it did crash.
Oh, no.
It definitely
Well, that's
crashed.
super unfortunate. I wanted to see the Yvonne clear.
Well, come on, man. I bet the mortgage on Maggie. I'm gonna lose my house. Oh, no.
I think in the
I didn't know your house was worth $5, man.
Yeah, that's an insanely cheap house.
It's everything I have.
So Fox says we have 5 minutes to reconnect. Does it let you? What happens when you crash in the middle of contingency contract?
I wonder what the rulebook
Not
does
even they
there.
know what
What?
should happen.
Hello, Hypergriff? Any admins?
Well, I guess
Any
it will.
tournament admins on board?
Crash, you get another crash, you get another chance.
Okay, so she does get another chance.
Oh,
All right.
that's good.
Over. That's
Oh,
I think
just
it's fine.
pretend
Yeah,
your
we
game
can-
crashed.
yeah, we can
So
do
just
kidding.
if you're failing a run, just Alt F4 really quick.
Oh, genius mode.
Nah, I'm sure Maggie's game crashed there.
Yeah,
no
no.
hate there.
It's stuttering.
Maggie's
for
crash
sure.
was stuttering already. It was definitely
Each
clear.
player will be
We're just
granted
taking up
one
this.
more chance to reattempt upon reconnection.
Alright, so we very much know how this goes then. You have 5 minutes to reconnect, and you reconnect to the game within that 5 minutes, you get another chance.
All right, nice. All right, let's go ahead and skip to the fight.
Yep.
No need to wait around here.
Bod Watchers, skip 2 minutes.
Fail.
Oh, why does it say failed? Did they
Oh.
change the rule all of a sudden?
Did they change their mind on how it was supposed to work?
It makes sense that she doesn't want to use up her reattempt here.
Oh, too much.
Okay, no. They
I mean, we could just go back to that fight. We were already on wave 2 of that first one. It doesn't matter. No need to waste any time.
Yeah, it is Lin and Blue Jay's turn now.
Oh, I see. I
Oh,
see.
wow.
Looks like Blue Jay is
so
They
going.
did fail him.
So they did choose
Yeah.
to fail it. Okay.
I
Interesting.
was gonna say I'd be surprised. I didn't really agree with the ruling to not fail it, so there you go.
So actually, that's a good question. Why would they? What is the reasoning for auto failing that, even though it's like technically on the game?
Do you mean
Yeah, it's
the
kinda
crash?
hard to yeah, especially with this game not having a reconnect feature.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Yeah, admittedly, I don't watch a lot of tournaments for like fighting games and such. So if a game crashes, why wouldn't they give them another chance? What's the reasoning for that?
Half the time it's timing. The other time it's easily abusable. In the sense of you could have just a man in the chair to like, okay, this run's going bad. Just can you like crash it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Fair
just an
We're not
abusable
saying
system.
that we're not saying that Maggie has an accomplice or anything, but
Yeah,
it's just
we're
really
just
unfortunate
saying
it
that
happened.
That's just you don't want to give too much leeway, otherwise everyone will try and abuse it.
Right.
Although
okay.
this guy's game is also stuttering quite a bit, so
That's okay. This is Blue Jay, right?
yeah,
This is
Blue Jay.
Yep.
All right,
With,
Blue Jay
with
is
his signature
Yup.
last right.
a last right aficionado with the Yvonne. Maybe, hopefully trying to get a good clear here. Risk 45 to try and set the tone, considering the first one got auto-failed, unfortunately. The rule was if you crash, you can reconnect once for 1 round, so Maggie's saving it for later. I see.
Oh,
So we're
okay.
banking the reconnect. And that makes a lot of sense because that wasn't a huge risk attempt. I think it was only 50, I believe, for Maggie.
Yep, 50, yep.
So you may as well save that reconnect for a actual important risk 52 run, just in case. You never know.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they let her do that, to be honest.
Yeah, I probably personally would just have none of that but that's completely fair. To be fair, also, like, yes, this is a huge prize pool, but also these aren't like strictly competitors. These are all streamers, influencers. This isn't like a LCS or Worlds or anything. So I think it's fine to give a little bit of leeway there for a better product.
That
You know
is
what I
true.
mean?
Truly not hyper greed.
All right, going through these alpha rims fairly quickly on the wave 3. This Yvonne is kind of chewing through them. 3 minutes on the clock. It's actually making pretty good time. Yvonne is going to burst that down. No basic attack risk taken for sure because it is a Yvonne comp. There's no way you can take it. Gonna go ahead and pop the ult. Gonna gun down the effigy. Look at the burst go through. There you go before he even get an attack
Immediately
out.
Damage
dies.
is so insane.
The
I
last
still need to build my
watching-
Yvonne, man.
Yeah, watching an actually like good Yvonne player really puts to light just how much damage she can truly put out.
I think the main weakness of Yvonne is that because of the basic attack risk and whatever other factors are with the other risks, you can't go too high. 45, I think 50 that Maggie had was probably the limit. 45 is a lot safer. Just unfortunate that
Yeah.
we saw that crash because I think Maggie probably could have gotten it too.
And I guess
And I
that is
think-
one of the upsides to Zhuangfang Yi is most of her damage comes from the battle skill, not the basic attacks.
Agreed.
And I was gonna say, Blue Jay is actually nerfing himself a bit here because he is. I've seen this guy play, and he is capable of clearing 49 with this team.
I think the idea may be to set the tone. Rather than go whole hog, you might as well get a clear in, a guaranteed clear in, so that you can focus more on the risk 52s to try and beat out your opponent and put pressure on them.
There we go. Ross's ult is out. This is gonna melt the boss.
There
as
it goes. That's
expected.
a Rossi ult out work. One shot, and that's a risk 45 on the board. Okay. Good work, Blue
Which
Jay.
because Maggie chose to not redo her last run right away, does mean that they technically are in the lead right now.
That's true.
Yep.
Maggie will have a couple more attempts to try and claw it back. Probably will have to go straight to risk 52 because you're kind of just waiting to see what Lin does here. I assume the usual order that Blue Jay and Lin go is last right opener into Zhuangfeng Yi high clear.
Yeah, but it looks like they're switching it up here. They're using all immediately going for the signature Lin Zero team, the Zhuangfang Yi, and I assume only risk 52.
Pretty much. This is pretty much the standard of what they usually do.
They
So-
unfortunately they didn't show the risk. We're just going straight into it, I
That's
guess.
fine. Risk 52. Not much variety in terms of risk you could take other than the nature thing, so it doesn't really matter. Gonna go ahead and chew through the first wave instantaneously. Pretty much one-shotting this thing. Getting a lot of swords down. I can't quite see the counter because of that chat message.
She is at 7. Also a very fast clear.
Yeah, really far above pace. Lin is popping off here. Gonna go ahead and open up the salvo on this wave 2. Gonna instantly clear the first wave of ads, and now has to group these little guys together to spawn the mini boss.
Don't worry, those are gonna get killed by Zhuangfang Yi very soon. There we go. One down.
The second
And
one
just
almost
kill
gone.
another one to force the boss to spawn.
All right,
Never
there
mind,
we
just kill
go.
both of them, I guess.
Pre-jacking the Zhuangfeng Yi ult. Gonna probably use the Alesh ult in a second right here. Not
Yep.
missing it critically this time. Gonna go ahead and burst all those battle skills. Has full 3 SP bars to keep spamming the Zhuangfeng Yi skill. And there it goes. The Perlica for good measure for more damage amp. The Arknight to put in additional chip. And the Tidewalker is gone.
Perlica does get hit there during that sequence of attacks there. It's really hard to see the enemy's attacks when Zhuangfang Yi casts their battle skill.
Yeah, just a wall of lightning.
lot of projectiles there. Can't really see
But-
much. A certain
But this
setting
is
we're
why
getting in
you
1.4
critically
might change
have
that. But
Perlica at 10k health.
yup. Ooh. Well, just almost got clipped by the attack by the Alpha Ram, but we're doing good damage, and pace is really strong. We just hit the 3-minute mark, and we already brought both of these Alpha Rams to have health.
And this grouping is really blessed right now. They are sticking together like they're twins.
Yup. Pretty lucky
They're
are
technically
indeed.
twins.
They're not running at the...
Nope.
Oh, there. Now
Oh,
you're
you just
splitting
jinxed
off,
it.
but they're almost gone
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, it don't want make that much of a difference.
All right, Effigy,
There we
so we're
go.
pre-jacking the Zhongfeng Yi ult and probably another Alesh ult. Let's see it. There it is. We're going to go ahead and spam that battle skill in the same way that we did for that Tidewalker. Already half health, 2 minutes 20 on the clock. We're making great time, and it's gone.
2 casts of Zhuangfang Yi's battle skill in ult form is enough usually
As,
for
as
this
long
effigy.
as you get that Alesh ult off right before you do so, because that gives you such a massive damage bonus.
That is true.
And we got to see that out. The comparison there against the Effigy of hitting the Alesh ult and not, based off the previous round. Thankfully, we were able to hit it. And all right, we're now working on the Sting and the Ram. 2 minutes, so we actually have plenty of time. Looks like a pretty good clear as long as there's not too many mess ups. We still have 9,000
The
health on
Ram,
Perlica. They
the
are
Ram is
split
going
up.
away very far away.
Thankfully, we have enough save time where that's pretty much okay, but it is definitely a little bit annoying. We know that Maggie is very capable of fast clears, so we'll have to see. Going ahead to burst down the final Ram. 1:30 should be more than enough time for the title class. So we're going to go ahead and put the finishing touches on it. Use the Zhongfeng Yi battle scale, trying to maintain all these swords as well. Using the Zhongfeng Yi ult, and going to open with the Alesh ult when the title class spawns. Trying to get as much damage as possible. Full SP bars almost. Trying to get
They
as
got
much
a full minute
electrification.
open on this.
There it goes. Half HP. Quarter
One more
HP.
Zhuangfang Yi ult. There we go.
Arklight. And it should just be gone. One more Zhongfeng Yi battlecast, and that is risk 52. That is the risk and time to beat.
Risk 52 with 404. We've seen him do the same time yesterday as well.
Yeah, no, that is, I think, the fastest time he's put on the board with like actually during the tournament. He's done similar times right before he's actually played, but he's always been gimped previously.
You love to see that. All right, that means next up is Maggie to try and claw it back this after the unfortunate crash there.
Let's go proceed then. There you go, Maggie.
Yeah, I think she's absolutely capable of doing it, but it will be a hard-fought battle on this side.
Opting to try and beat the time as well.
It's definitely going to be a tall order. The two choices that Maggie has is, like you said, beating the time or just going straight to risk 53, which is far more inconsistent. So we'll have to see.
It's just a matter of execution at this point. They pretty much have the same team here.
Pretty much the same exact stuff. The Zhuang or the Perlica primary, we pretty much have a meta developed. It's a Lesh over the Gilberta for the SP generation and saving the Gilberta for the final round. So we're going to go ahead and eat through these Rams pretty fast to be honest. Now just has to group everything together, waiting for this thing to spawn, gets the targeting correct, thankfully, is able to just unload onto the Sting. Perfect dodging, by the way, in the middle of all that casting. Just jumps over these random projectiles that normally just chip you down for no reason. Gonna go ahead and almost take down the Stinger. Should be gone in a second. There it is. A bit of chip from the Arklight combo skill as it spun around the ad.
Yeah, dude. Even though Arklights, no, I was about to say that it deals a little damage, but very consistent. Yeah, that combo skill just did 9k per hit. So
Well, that is the nature of the Wolven stacks from that sword. Is it does sometimes wear off, and then it won't do any damage, and then it will stack back up and do a massive amount of damage again.
So
yeah, and I've had experience with that sword. To build up stacks, you only really have to do normal attacks basically
Yep.
to build up stacks.
That's why we've
But
seen that
once-
Rossi weapon as a pretty good tech all throughout the day, especially on this Arklight.
Yep.
So definitely an adaptation that all of our players today have been going through. Already gonna take out all the ads. Zhongfeng ult is pre-jacked. Gonna do the same with the Alesh when the Tidewalker is there. Gonna have to shoot through this prism, but it should be good. They're together. Oh, but the prism kind of walks away. I think it's gone actually.
Yeah,
And
it's dead.
Tidewalker is dead. Oh, now it's dead. 3-minute 15. That's pretty good time so far. I'm guessing it's cut off a bit.
It does look like
Yeah,
it, yeah.
it's 3 minutes 8 seconds going into this.
All right, pretty good Alpha Ram attack pattern right there. They're slightly separated, but they're going to group up right here. It should be pretty good. Zhang Fengyi is going to continue to wail on them. Just has to get more SP generated and more electrification procs. There we go. Zhang Fengyi should cast again. Doing hefty damage. They're grouped together this whole time, too, so it's pretty good. About to get solidified. Cleansed up right there. Okay. This looks like really good pace.
Yeah, it's a really good grouping and a good pace. Both of them are almost dead here.
All right, we're going to finish off this Ram real quick. 2 minutes 20 on the clock. It's a little unfortunate that they split off at the very end, but it's such a minor amount of health that it's okay. So now we're going to get ready for the FG pre-jacking the Zhuangfeng Yi ult, and here we go. It's the same skill that we saw in the last round, the same combination. We're going to go ahead and chew through this health bar.
That was incredibly good timing on the Alesh ult as it managed to hit right before the final strike of that battle skill.
Yeah.
And
Although
that might have been the
some
fastest
people
ever, to be
really
fair.
yeah. I think they Megi might be able to beat the current record here, 404. That said, she needs around 56 seconds left on the timer.
Yeah, she has to clear these two within the next 30 seconds, or else she just won't have enough time.
It's taking a bunch of pot shots, though, from this thing. Is already one-shot range. Has to be careful. The Ram is not grouped up together. The RNG of this wave looks horrible.
That is true. And also the damage is really not there, even though like Drakner said, she wants to deal with this stage as fast as she can, otherwise she won't have time. And I think that's likely what's gonna happen here. Forced to use Zhuang Fengyi's ult to clear this stage as fast as she can.
Pro-
But unfortunately, with 5 seconds left, I don't think we're gonna be
Yeah,
able to beat the
yeah.
current record.
This is unfortunately a loss right here.
And there we go.
Off the back of unfortunate Ram and Sting placement, especially, they weren't able to group together. You do have the Zhuangfeng ult already available. Gonna use the Alesh. Gonna try and eat through this entire health bar in what remains of the Zhuangfeng ult. But I don't know if it's enough time. The HP bar is also a little bit scary, so... The shield is active, too. That's not it. Yeah.
This run has been lost a while ago,
So
like
there we
30
have
seconds
it.
ago.
We can still get it clear, though. It's not... Might as well just get one. It's good to have a risk 52 on the board, but Perlica
And
is
Perlica goes
down,
down.
and it looks like this is going to be slow bears.
It was a very good start, but just lost too much time on those, on the Stinger and the
The Ram.
Yeah,
Charger.
very fast first
The Ram, thank
wave,
you.
a very fast second wave, very good on the third wave as well.
It's just
Was
the...
forced to use the ult early before the end of the final wave on the first part of it.
This goes to show how good everything can go, but just RNG of the fourth wave will kill you. It's the Ram, really, of both wave 3 and 4 that can really just put a wrench in everything.
Yeah, you really have to learn how to control that, how to like manipulate it. But it looks like we are down to Magi's final attempt. So far, both, well, not really final attempt. Like what they mentioned earlier, Magi still has one more attempt, actually, because of the disconnected run on the Risk 50.
No, that's only for a reconnect.
Ah, reconnect, okay.
So you still only have one run. We're going to go with Combustion here. It's the Gilberta variant that we talked about before, and the reason why you don't take Gilberta in the Zhuangfeng Yi team. Gonna go for Risk 53 because it's just what has to happen. It's really tough to beat that time. So just putting all or nothing here.
And she needs to clear this, otherwise the other team automatically wins, right?
Yep.
All right. Using the Tong Tong, I believe, to get things ready. We're gonna see
I
how much
think that
HP
was
from
just
this
like
Gilberta.
habit. 11k.
11k.
Gilberta.
So not completely tanky. Has a lot of actual supportive damage and stats on it. Can deal as much damage as possible to these little dogs, and they're just gonna burn down. Gonna go ahead and push together all of these adds into this thing. Gonna use a Gilberta combo skill, assumably. It drags them to the left. A little bit of wrong targeting there, but it doesn't really affect anything. Maybe like a 1 second time loss, but that's fine. We can still make through it. All that matters now is clearing the risk 53. It's not about the timing.
Yeah, that launch was a little unfortunate as it did heal them up.
It did. That risk can be a killer as we finally throw in all the combo skills through Tong Tong and Wolfguard. Trying to burn it down. Hopefully Lavatin can get a bit more damage here. Okay, from the Lavatin combo skill. But it's CC'd again, but Wolfguard is going to combust. I think that might have been an accidental combo skill from the Gilberta there.
Yeah,
She's done
she
it
keeps
3
healing
times
this.
now. Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, the idea is that you can just damage through the healing, but it didn't really happen there. So it's a minor time loss, 3 minutes 52. We're kind of like 15 seconds behind pace, about. Gonna go ahead and try and make up for time lost with these wave of ads as Maggie unleashes all of the combustion on them.
She just needs to kill 2 here. No need to go for 3. Oh, never mind. We're going for 3.
But you're playing Gilberta, might as well save as much time as possible so you could group them all together and start burning them down. Gonna go ahead
Wolfguard,
and
unfortunately, is not spec'd into Art's Intensity, even though it's still a level 1 combustion. It still should have been doing much more damage compared to this.
That's all right. It still went down really fast, and that's why we project the Tong Tong goal using the ending of it rather than the beginning. But we're solidified and we're stuck, waiting for the Tong Tong, waiting for the Wolfguard, trying to kill that Prism. This feels like a time loss. We'll have to see if we're able to get through them both. All right, you're able to target both. They were able to group together. Now the Tidewalker's at half health. Gilberta ult for the damage amp. And now we're going to see the combo skill and the battle skill from Lavatain, both. And there you go. Still 10 seconds behind pace. That wasn't so slow. But that 10 second from wave 1 is kind of biting you in the ass.
Yep.
That is true. Also, that Levitain just dealt 83k damage.
That's Lavatain. You'll love a pot 6 as well. A little solidified in front of the
go.
ram, but that's okay. We're kind of getting all the combo skills. You're now allowed to use the Gilberta combo skill as well because you can't CC these alpha rams. So it's low-key easier to deal with them when you're playing this unit.
The
The
trick
only
here
way to
is to
heal
just
these up at this point would be the Tong Tong ult.
That's true.
yeah. And also, this is what Maggie should have done in the first place: choosing a corner, staying there. The other, I don't know what happened on the other one, but the Rams were just going.
Maggie
all
didn't
over the
have an
place.
issue with this wave. It was
Ooh.
wave 4. And it's
She just
wave
took a
4,
really
okay.
big hit from that charge attack.
600 HP. One shot, basically. Kind of has to play perfect from now on. It's certainly still doable. You still have the damage. It's just that you don't have room to work with anymore. Trying to get as much down as possible. All those combo skills are getting unleashed. It should burn them down and get them down. There we go. It's time for the effigy. Tong Tong ult pre-jacked. Trying to get as much damage as possible. Getting the cryo application. All of the combustion is now going down. A hit is about to happen right here. Has to dodge to the left. Gilberta ult for the damage amp. Oh, it hits an ally, so it's fine.
Yep. It was targeting something behind, so she was safe.
Tries to get maximum damage using the Lavatain ult and the enhanced battle skill. It should go down really quickly, but you only have 1 minute and 10 seconds left to deal with wave 4.
Yeah, this will be tight.
It'll be really tight.
Yeah,
We'll have
she
to
is.
see.
If she is able to clear this, she is setting a new record for Lin and Blue Jay to beat.
It feels like that initial 10-second loss is really coming back to bite. Combustion off of the Wolfguard ult. We're trying to group them all together, but they're refusing to stick. Ooh,
And
got
Gilberta goes down.
Gilberta's gone.
tagged, unfortunately. Still has damage, but not enough damage, I believe, to get through it all in 40 seconds. Without a Gilberta ult, that's a major DPS loss.
Yeah, especially with the arts amp that Gilberta brings to the table here.
And
Yeah,
looks
plus
like
Surtur's
Lavatain's
also going to be
healing
healing
them up.
them as well. Yep.
Yeah. Real unfortunate. Good try by Maggie. One of the favorites of the tournament to win the whole thing as well, alongside CL. Unfortunately, is not able to close it. And worst of all, I lost the damn house. I bet everything on her. What's the damn point of it all? Man!
That was, Renegade, you're still in the running, aren't you? Because you voted on CL.
Oh no, I already won. My as soon as my contestant steps in the finals, I've already won. I have faith in CL.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well start PayPaling me now.
We'll see. Wait, how does this work, by the way? Is it like if we're in the bracket together, does one of us send one of us something? Because like I was in a bracket directly against Dracnus with Maggie versus
I think we have to pay out the person who actually wins. So all of us are paying Renegade.
Okay. Man, we got fleeced.
I mean,
I
this
Hold
is
am.
on,
horse betting
Maggie.
right here.
Oh, there you go. No, never mind. I think Maggie's done is truly done here.
Yeah, Maggie's already lost. Wasn't able to get a complete run. Let's take a
Ooh,
look at this a little bit. I just want to see the near end of this fight of this round, just because I want to see if they're able to. This is the same exact team as Maggie got. I just want to see if they got a good time.
You know what? Why don't you watch this while I'll go to the bathroom real quick?
All right.
sounds good.
Our cameraman is in the bathroom, so we will watch this match right here. Should be pretty good. This is the same exact team that Maggie played. We're hoping for a little bit of better execution. It's risk 53. I believe what happened last time, I think that was critically a mistake, was using the Gilberta combo skill a little too zealously here in the beginning. I believe that's what all those time losses were.
Yeah, she had 3 combo skill activations on that first round, and it just kept healing the Stinger to max.
It's normally even okay to do it, just not that much, because a lot of the time this combustion team, the damage makes up for that healing.
It
But
could very well be that she's just extremely used to running the Yvonne team, where she's hitting those combo skills just rapidly.
oh yeah. So man, what an unfortunate set of 3 rounds. Getting tagged by random bullshit. The second round for Maggie was just pretty bad RNG, all things considered. I don't even think that was any like mechanical missteps or misplays on Maggie's end on wave 2 or round 2. The Zhongfeng A team.
No, on the Zhongfeng A team, she did it pretty well. It was mostly just bad setups on round 3 and 4. She wasn't keeping them together, and that's unfortunately a lot of that is just RNG.
Yeah, real unfortunate. Plus that unfortunate disconnect on round 1, but that's okay. We know that Maggie is a beast. Probably the guide maker of the two. I watch 2 guide makers when I watch Enfield content. It's Maggie and it's Lynn, both of which are near the end of this tournament.
Yep.
So that's crazy. Turns out I'm watching beasts. Pretty good pace too. Maybe like 5 seconds behind, but it's practically nothing. I'm just curious if they're able to clear the risk 53. I'm not sure if they've done a 53. I don't quite remember. Team Blue Jay and Lynn. All right,
Yeah,
though.
I don't think I've seen it from them yet. At least I haven't, because I only watched the last one.
I think round 1 was 52. I don't know. I forgot. That
Alright, I'm
was
back.
ancient history. All right, Renegade's back. Chat. Next up is the finals. Let's take a look. Let me pull up the bracket real quick.
Careful there not to spoil yourself.
Yep.
Oh,
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 oh.
Taking a
I'm
look
really
at the
interested
bracket
in
real
watching
quick,
this
chat.
tournament. It's much better and more adequately.
It's gonna be Maggie that was knocked out here and Jin that was locked out here. So it's gonna be Team Lin and Blue Jay versus Team Shell in the finals. As a reminder for the format, it's going to go A, B, B, A, B, meaning they'll take turns trying to get the highest risk possible. And if they tie risks, it's gonna be a tie in the timer. Whoever gets the fastest time. There we go.
Actually, we can watch CL's POV on this one. Oh my God, CL's stream was going while I was also streaming.
Chow wants to see if they finished that clear, by the way. If you still have it
sorry.
up.
Yep. Yeah, do you wanna just skip to the end, or do you just wanna? You know what?
I mean,
For
it's
them,
2 minutes.
we
It's
we
fine.
we rarely we rarely treat chat here. So
Yeah,
here
for
you
the
go, chat.
viewers. Ooh. That was a
Wow.
really close one. He almost got hit by that grab.
The grab is, I swear, the scariest thing.
Oh, dude, you just see it like shaking in the air, and then it just lunges at you.
Mhm.
And the worst part is it has multiple attacks in the air, and the grab and the just the slam look very similar.
I feel like
Yeah.
the grab too has a really fast animation. When I first was
Oh yeah.
playing it, like, and I didn't know what I was looking for, it just happened instantly. I was like, "What?"
It has a fast animation because you can interrupt it if you can.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Tong
Here we go.
ult.
Final wave here.
Using
1 minute
it
19 going to the
here.
final wave.
I think we've realized that our timing is a little bit scary now. Takes that hit. All right, really cool.
Ooh, good dodge.
Pretty cool. And the stinger goes down. Ram.
I
50 seconds remaining to deal with
Yeah,
this.
this
Plenty
is
of time.
very good timing.
I'm pretty sure we have a pretty good clear here. Yeah, trying to eat through
It just
this.
depends on how fast they can clear through the title class at this point.
I
They
think
only
it'll
have
chunk
about 30
through really
seconds.
quickly. This team struggles on that part and does really well in the title class, so we're gonna project the Tong ult, get that cryo application, and get everything up and running. Every combo skill's going. It's about to go on half HP. Wolfguard ult to seal the deal alongside Lavitain combo skill, and the Gilberta damage amp is gonna finish it off. Let's see how it goes. Waiting for
Oh,
another
yeah.
wave of the Wolfguard combo skill right now. Oh, you don't even need it.
Yeah,
Back on
he's
cooldown.
got it. So
So
even if they did have to compete with a Maggie 52 clear that beat their time, they still would have had it.
Yep. The question is if Maggie was able to clear the risk 53, what the timing would be, but I would imagine it would have been slower than this because of that wave 1 time loss.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a
There we
look
go.
at the finals.
This is a sad sight here.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for Maggie.
Oh, my goat. My goat's gone, man.
It's the first time I've seen this on Maggie as well on this side. We normally see numbers here.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to use the restroom real quick, so go ahead and
Yep.
intro all that.
And with that said, Maggie is the second competitor on this semifinal bracket to go into the podium, the second slot of the third podium. So right now we are going into the finals, which is going to be the 1v1 or 1v2 rather, CL versus Lin and Blue Jay.
Not what I expected, to be honest. I was fully expecting the CL versus Maggie setup, but Len and Blue Jay proved to be significantly more competitive opponents than I expected, so good on them.
Oh, dude. The moment I saw Lin and Blue Jay perform here, I was immediately a fan all the way through. Look at the absolute domination in this bottom bracket here.
Oh, yeah.
And also here as well. Oh, the same
We,
can be
we,
said
we got some
here
straight
too.
lines other than that bottom right.
That's true.
All right.
Yeah, so I was telling Dracnus Ramen that when I saw Lin and Blue Jay perform, I was immediately a fan.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's
they
great. I think
and now
my
we are going into the finals here. Yep, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think my top 3 goats after watching round 1 was Maggie, Ciel, and the Lin Blue Jay team. So I'm happy they all went far.
Yeah, same.
All right. So let's take a look.
We're gonna go to it immediately.
Oh my god, she's got the horns.
This
We
is-
have
She's
the
a-
Mifu Tuber again.
This is the Mifu tuber that confused me and made me call Mifu instead of Tong ult every 5 seconds.
Classic Lin here, trying to get into CL's head by showing off a very fast run.
Oh,
Well,
they're
Lin
chirping.
is such a troll, but then again, CL seems to be doing the same thing with his first clears every time.
And here we go. It looks like CL is going first though, so it's gonna be a CL, Lin, and Blue Jay, 2 attempts on their team, and then CL. Immediately going to risk 50 though. You know what's up.
Level 2 time and level 2 health.
No dodge as well. That's very common to take here.
Makes a lot
I don't
of
think I've
sense.
seen anyone take with dodge yet, have we?
I
No,
don't know.
it's,
And starting off with a physical team, Mifu with Camille.
I do think that no dodge is just too many points. Every single player here is already practiced with no dodge to the point where it's a no-brainer to always take it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you screw with your head, by the way, because if you think you can dodge and you don't, like,
Then yeah, it just results in death.
you have to be practiced in one format.
All right, here we go. The first anchor run for CL. Hopefully he gets it.
And it's gonna be that Camille Rossi Mifu team comp that we've seen ever since Camille was released. Let's see how it goes. Should open with an instant cast. That's the Mifu at work. Getting the vulnerability stacks instantly after CCing the whole team. Gonna go ahead and go on to the rest of Wave 1, and that is the Sting. Trying to group together these ads. Let's see how it goes. We just have to get more vulnerability stacks on.
Unfortunately, it does not affect everyone with the Chen's battle cast skill there.
That's okay. Got 2 on the Sting. It should be a little quicker. Probably gonna go for at least 1 more vulnerability stack. Probably has to do 2 more because of the health risk. We'll have to see here. By the way, it is a controlled Camille. I don't think this is the first time we've ever seen that in this
I
entire
was gonna
tournament.
say,
Yeah, it's very odd to use them.
But then
especially
again,
you see. Yeah,
when
go
you're
ahead.
when you're playing with these other 3 characters, Mifu, Rossi, and Chen love to hop around a whole bunch when they are activating their abilities. Camille probably is the easiest one to control out of these 4.
Yeah, and also Mifu just results to like taking hits because even though her battle skill has animations, it doesn't have invisibility frames.
Yeah.
All right, wave 2 starts, and we are... I actually can't tell with pace because I think they took the 2 timer one, so we actually have plenty of time. Timing shouldn't be a
Yep.
concern at all during this run. It's just a matter of getting the clear. Gonna instantly clear those splatters initially. Trying to group these ads together, using the Camille to try and get their enhanced combo skill. Want to get that link available, ready and waiting for the Tidewalker upcoming. Gonna go ahead and chew through them. They're kind of going down a little slow, but that's kind of the nature of this until you get a Mifu cast.
They did just spin that
Also-
link on the Chen battle skill, though.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. I think more
but
so.
don't worry, another link is coming here.
I think the idea was to try and
Alright,
apply the
never
cryo for Rossi's sake. But we're gonna go on to the Tidewalker, use the Mifu ult to apply some more vulnerability, but we have to be cognizant of the 10 seconds before you use any Mifu attacks because you applied that status effect. Gotta dodge this. Oh, iframes it
Perfect
through.
invisibility frame there. Yep.
Absolute
Incredible
mastery of control right there. He has to dodge that, jumps over the attack, the second one, the third one, and there's no
Oh, the
attacks
prism
landing at
is-
all.
Preventing all the damage though. The prism at the
Yeah.
back.
That's right, you can't do anything.
Yep,
Yeah,
he's
you have to
setting
deal with
up for the
prism.
link.
Setting up the link, but you still have to get rid of the prism before you can use the Mifu at all.
Oh no, the Tidewalker with the AoE skill.
This is a major time loss, but thankfully we don't have the max timer risk, so we do have a little bit of room to work. But this is tough. This is a really slow wave too.
I think CL's mistake there was noticing the prism was protecting the Tidewalker too late. He already like laid down 2 to 3 skills before he noticed.
Part of that is an element of RNG because sometimes the prism is attached to the hip of the Tidewalker, and sometimes it walks off into Narnia. So it's a little bit tough to predict what it does. Now we're going to deal with the Rams of Wave 3. Gets a major
Ooh.
hit right there, to be honest.
Half health.
Doesn't have a lot of health to work with. We're not a extremely bulky build. We're a little bit more supportive. Only 6,000 max HP right now. 3,000 to use, so we'll have to see.
There's an example of perfect grouping right here.
Yup. It looks beautiful. Does a massive burst right there. Mifu finishing it off almost. Still a little bit more health here. You have to get some vulnerability stacks in order to finish it off. Thankfully, no risk of CCing. Only has 1 vulnerability stack there because of the risk. Had to hold the combo skill on Shen for a little bit.
CL was too hasty, not holding back for a bit there.
Remember,
Agreed.
if they have vulnerability stacks on them when they get hit by that physical damage, they take 10% less damage per vuln stack.
I think we're lining up. We're set up the World Splitter for the effigy. We're going to burst it right here. Already down to half health. Use a Mifu ult to stack another piece of vulnerability, and now it's just a waiting game. We can't attack it for 10 seconds because of the risk. Let's see how it goes. It's not targeting our controlled operator, so we feel rather safe, but we've seen it before in other waves. Sometimes these ads can take targets. they can take aggro from your operators when you don't want them to. Like
There we go.
that?
That's a
Result in
perfect
multiple
example.
Oh no! What an insane time loss. It's okay. We still have 2 minutes. There's still a lot we can do. You only really need maybe a minute and a half for wave 4. But this is a slow effigy.
Ooh, he popped the World Breaker a little too early there.
Yeah, wasn't able to get the damage, but we're proccing our Link, but I don't know if we're going to get good value out of it right here. Doesn't time the Rossi. Waiting on the Chen skill for more vulnerability. Dodges, perfect dodge, but only 1,000 HP left. We're really at the cusp of just getting killed right here.
Just 800 now that he stood in a pool for a little too long.
Yeah, this is real tough. We finally get rid of the effigy, but there's only a minute and 20 seconds left. We kind of have to chew through this. I don't know if we have the time.
He
We'll
does have a
to
World
see.
Breaker going into round 4 here, but that's not going to be enough to kill, I don't think.
That's good. We're hoping that it's able to line up like that.
Perfect
Perfect
timing.
timing. Holy, yeah, with absolute mastery of the targeting right there, is able to take them both to half health. But we have to finish the job, getting more vulnerability stacks down. Let's see if he can do it.
I don't know if bro is playing Arknights or billiards.
Honestly, I
how
cannot believe he
perfect that
lined
lined
that
up.
up. That's insane.
There we go. World Breaker ready. Boom.
All right, that was
There we
a-
go.
We have a chance.
was
Rossi's
fast.
yet is available.
All right, we should
45
be able to
minutes
eat through this.
or 45 seconds.
Gotta wait 10 seconds on the Mifu, but we can still keep applying vulnerability stacks. But the Rossi is ready and waiting to ultimate this unit down. The title class is so weak to the Rossi ultimate,
Yep.
and that's
All
why
right.
we're setting up the Link.
Setting up Link plus Camille also applies heat susceptibility on this as well.
So that means that Rossi ult was gonna do so much more damage, and we're about to see it with this
Here we
shield
go.
activation. Boom!
Oh, yeah.
Booyah.
And
With
that
800
is your
HP to
round
spare.
1 of finals.
There were pretty close calls there about that run almost going to shit, but Shell
Yeah,
pulled
he-
through right at the end.
Wow,
They
wow,
definitely had some major time losses, but ultimately he managed to keep it alive.
Yes.
Multiple times missed targets as well, especially on that effigy round.
So a bunch of random pot shots too to take a bunch of hits, but I feel like for the time lost, CL did like a lot of mechanical outplays against the enemies to
He
claw
did.
the time back.
Pretty impressive run. 50, risk 50, 633, but come on. We know the enemy is capable of this as well. We
Yup.
all
Oh, yeah.
know it.
We're probably, if I may make a bold prediction that's not so bold, Blue Jay is gonna anchor with a last right team at risk 50.
I would
151.
love to see a last right team just beat out this 50 clear right off the bat. That would be awesome.
All right, Blue Jay, our goat with the Yvonne last right team, the bread and butter to anchor it all. You can't do the usual start at risk 47 or 45 or whatever that you've been doing this whole time. You kind of have to push here.
Hopefully, whoever wins this, we can grab a interview with them just to see how they feel about this.
Oh, Big Dog thinks we're worth their time.
Hey
That'd be
man,
awesome.
we've
That would
got
be good.
yeah, it will be good for the community as well. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
there you go. Unfortunately, we couldn't see the rest because of the VTuber again,
We'll
but
see it at the end.
it is a last right run. It is odd seeing Mifu this happy though. It's not. It's not really the Mifu that I know. Risk 50, okay.
All right, trying to get a
beat
better
Ciel's
time here.
record. Although I don't know if they actually took a what risk number they took for the timer. If it's 640, then they only need 13 seconds. Oh, no, never mind. As long as they clear this, they're already have a better number than Ciel. Better time.
All right, we're going to go ahead and go through this. I want to bring it up again. There is a tech in this team, and that is the Rossi to deal with the final round of the title class because of the heat weakness right there. But we're going to go through wave 1. The basic attacks are doing chunky damage, and we are absolutely tearing through this Sting.
Yeah, that's gonna be the Blue Jay special there. Takes everything except the normal attack decrease.
Gonna go ahead and shoot through it. It's about half health. We're kind of on pace. We just have to kill it within the next, like, 10 seconds. There you go. We're actually above pace. 4:14 after beating wave 1. We have maybe an extra 10 seconds to utilize here. We're gonna as we open up into wave 2, charging up the basic attack to get a final strike in to charge up your SP. We don't want to get locked there. And now we want to go through these splatters. It is a little bit slow in this sense, but that's okay. We have the time banked. So let's see. Gets solidified right in front of it. Takes a bit of a chip, but that's okay. 5,000 HP on the Yvonne. What are we thinking, everybody?
Yeah, I was just all this time I was just looking at the right side because that slime was so focused on Rossi there.
What?
Another ad again,
Hey,
CL, please.
nerds! All right.
CL, pay for Nitro, please.
Contingency contract sponsored by nerds. Understandable. All right, we are on the mini boss of the second wave. It's the Tidewalker. Let's see how fast Yvonne's able to go through it. We're actually able to cancel the Prism shield thing. I didn't know you could do that, to be honest. I'm bad at the video game. So we are going to go ahead and gun down the Tidewalker. Pretty much get everything. I don't
You
think we
can
use the
you
neural.
can cancel it out if you either stagger it or launch it. Do any form of basic CC on it, basically.
Oh, that makes a
Yes.
lot of sense, and you were able to utilize that. So you didn't have to focus the Prism at all. It just happened that way. We're gunning it down, and that is a 2-minute 50. We're a little bit behind on pace, but that's okay. Maybe we can make up for it. We critically didn't really have ults, I don't think, unless we saw them during the ad.
Only Jaihi ulted there for
Okay,
the
okay, that
damage
makes
ad.
sense.
Although I must say, yeah, Yvonne, even though she's been casting like combo skills after combo skills, it's not really actually building stacks there or energy. But as I
Yeah,
say
her
that,
ult
she's
gain
almost full
definitely
now.
seems pretty low.
Probably more
There we
teched
go.
in on these base attacks, to be honest, because look how chunky they are. Already taking down the Rams.
Yvonne ult is gonna be popped here.
All right,
As
Yvonne
is
ult on the
expected.
Burn this
effigy.
FZ down as fast as possible.
Boom! It barrels rolls away, but it doesn't matter. This unit has hit
Is this gonna
scan. Yvonne
stagger?
does not care. We are playing
Oh, no,
Valorant,
he ignored the
apparently.
stagger.
Gonna go ahead
Oh
and
no,
shoot
that's the
through
health
it.
bar, not the stagger bar.
Almost gone. 1 minute 50 on the
29
clock.
crit on that final strike.
And that's the
Ooh,
effigy.
that was so close at launching the balls as well. Perfect timing there.
All right, a really, really fast wave 3, to be honest. Claws back anytime lost, and now we're into wave 4. It feels like these Yvonne teams are really good into the Ram and the Sting.
Yeah, that's mainly because Yvonne just deals a shit ton of damage because she's not suffering from decreased damage.
Yep.
She can just
And
she can just
she's got
probably
a pretty
clear
decent
this.
amount of AoE as well.
Yeah, she can probably clear this with just doing normal attacks. To be honest with you, if she has time.
The basic attacks are certainly going strong as we dodge out these pot shots. Pretty much mechanical perfection in that sense. Gets a battle skill in trying to hit that, but we take another pot
Ooh.
shot, unfortunately, down to 1-shot range. We have to be very careful now.
Yep.
We have a minute left. It should be good, though. We take down these in a timely manner, and it's just a final title class, but we have Rossio, we have Yvonne,
Yep.
we have everything. We're completely unloading all of our damage on the title class. It's going to proc shield somewhat soon. There it is. They're trying to set up the vulnerability. The Rossi, let's see we're solidified in front of it that we might take this hit, but Rossi ult is going to go in. I don't think it's going to get interrupted. That's not a one-shot, though.
Yeah, this is slower than I expected. The Rossi ult usually kills.
We have last right as controlled now, and we have to focus. This is still technically possible. We have the Rossi and the last right.
It didn't deal as much damage because no Jaihi cult was casted.
Oh, the freeze on that.
The anchor run.
This might be
unfortunately
a
a
round
failure.
end.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a round ender right there.
10 seconds left. We don't have the damage anymore. Unfortunately, the Rossi ultimate was not enough. We didn't have Jaihi boosting it up like you said, Renegade. So, unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe mismanagement of ultimate energy.
I think Lin Blue Jay at the end there got too overconfident by the Rossi ult by just standing there, not dodging at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I think there was a missequence in terms of getting yourself solidified, unfortunately.
Yeah,
At the
right
very
this
tail
part
end.
here, as you can see, the telegraph attack was already coming. Decides to cast Ross's ult instead.
You have
But
to
it
dodge
turns
left
out
for
she's
And
not
it just
sure.
stands there.
Yeah, she did not deal as much damage as I think Blue Jay expected. So
Did less damage than I expected on top of that. Like, that was crazy. I thought that was for sure a cinch. Real unfortunate there. But thankfully, it's not just Blue Jay, it's also Lin on the team, and there are more waves to try and get a clear in.
Yep, and we've seen Lin is cracked with that Feng Yi team.
Feels
Yep.
like a specialty, to be honest.
I think we're gonna see Lin next. I think.
I agree. I'm pretty sure that Blue Jay on the top right is just from what the caster put there. So I believe it'll be Lin next because it is, as a reminder, it's A B B A A B. We're currently on that second B. And that
There we go.
would be
Doing it
King
again by showing off a run.
Lin. Just aura farming, of course.
If anyone could do it, he could. Yeah. So
All
here we
right.
go. Risk 52.
If anyone's not familiar, Lin Zero is one of the goats of guide making. It's always Lin and Maggie that I personally watch. So we're going to see some really good mechanical skill and absolute operator mastery, hopefully. And usually it's a Zhang Fengyi opener. So looks like that looks kind of like Risk 52, I think. Right
Yeah,
here.
it's risk 52. And we are opting for 5-minute timer, risk 1 HP. And oh, you can actually read the right side here, thank God.
All right, going with the Alesh variant. We're holding the Gilberta for the final combustion team. We saw the same exact strategy play out in the semifinals in the Blue Jay Lin team, where Blue Jay anchors and Lin finishes the deal with those two sets of teams, since Blue Jay doesn't absorb any of the operators in the Fearless draft, critically not taking anything important by only using the Cryo team.
Yep.
Perlica controlled. The Chivalric Virtues build, I believe, with the 14,000 HP. Unfortunately, one of the dogs just ran off into Narnia, but that's okay. We are able to burst down the other two, and that spawns the rest of it. Pressure's mounting.
He did decide to come back after Feng Yi casted her.
I decided to go into the lightning.
The dog saw the future.
Pretty much. This takes the pot shot from this thing, but that's okay. That's why we have HP to play with, especially since I feel like Wave 1 projectiles feels a bit RNG in terms of what you randomly get hit with. We're going to go ahead and Zhang Fengyi cast there, trying to build as many swords as possible. Not too many on the field yet, but the round just started. That's kind of the point of us building them up on round 1.
Yep. And the pot shots, the ranged attacks specifically, you got to be running on the ground. If you are jumping in the air when they shoot, that's when you get hit a lot.
And
Makes it really tough with a no-dodge risk.
9 stacks already on Feng Yi within wave 1. Very good.
And on pace on time. We already have the full 4 minutes for the wave 2. We're already going to unload everything. Probably the Zhang Fengyi battle skill here. Yep, there we go. Taking down the splatters right there. Now we just have to group together these ads so that we can get this Tidewalker in a timely manner. Let's see how it goes. A Lesh combo skill on top of it. Another Zhang Fengyi battle skill. This looks like good time.
There we go. Instead of just going for the 2, he just went for all of them because why not, you know? It's Lin Zero.
Yup, instantly getting all the ults online. Gonna keep using the Zhang Fengyi battle skill. That's critically why you have the double Vanguard, because you're able to generate so much SP, and now you're just absolutely spamming the battle skill of Zhang Fengyi with all the 9 swords up and running, and that's a one-shot on the Tidewalker of Wave 2, and we're I think, past pace. We are doing, like, better than normal pace for Wave 3. 10 more extra seconds.
We normally enter this with less than 3 minutes. He has more than enough time. Unfortunately, the RAM does split.
Yeah, this seems like a pretty bad RAM opener, to be honest.
Yeah, usually you run to the corner to pull them both in, but he did not choose to do that this time.
Feels like half the time that works, half the time it doesn't, so it feels slightly RNG in that sense, but there are things you can do to manipulate that, such as going to the corner. Thankfully, they're all grouped together now. We're just walking around them, getting Zhuang Fengyi to do constant casts, already both at half health, so let's see if we got more damage. It's already 2 minutes, 30 seconds, but that is pretty decent timing, despite the initial time loss against them. And now it's going to be the Effigy with all ults available.
Yep.
Free
And immediately pop the Fengyi ult. Next up would be Alesh.
Yup. You're timing it with the final strike. Use the battle skill first, by the way. Nice. All right, let's get more battle skills.
It's as if we knew what would happen in this RPG round.
Turns out these are meta comps in this tournament for a reason, and that's why we see the same exact sequencing, because it's the best sequencing, because these players are absolute masters at their comps at this point.
They know exactly what they're doing.
That's right. And now we're onto the Ram and the Sting, trying to get as much damage as possible by grouping them together. They look pretty grouped. Oh, okay, yeah. The
Yeah, they are
Ram didn't
grouped.
get hit by the beginning of that, but it got hit by the end there. So we're gonna just
This
unload the
is
payload.
incredibly
Incredible
good.
grouping.
Yes.
It's actually perfect. Lin is absolutely popping off. It's so absurd.
And he is willingly taking those well damage ticks.
Pulling it down. There we
CL
go.
has a monumental task to overcome.
Yeah,
After
Seal may
this.
just choose to go straight to 53 for this one.
That's right, especially with the title class and the Perlica ult for more damage, the LS ult for more damage. We're going to absolutely burst down this title class. Watch as the battle skills rain down. It's the fury of Wu Ling absolutely crushing the title class as it just melts. It's going to be so much time on the Risk 52 clear. That's 50 seconds remaining.
Ooh.
8 seconds slower than the usual Lin run. Lin clear here. Actually,
Play a
6
little
seconds
better next
slower.
time, Lin.
But yeah, I
It's
think
incredible
there's a
how he
good
doesn't
chance-
even seem happy about it.
Higher
It looks
standards, I
like-
guess. Higher standards.
CL is gonna be forced on going higher here. One risk higher.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Yeah.
that's kind of a ridiculous time to beat. So I feel like the more consistent play, if you could call it consistent, is going for Risk 53 clears now.
Oh, we're doing Carly instead.
Ah. Now this is the content of the game that we want.
Seal over here just like, I don't even need to watch the tournament. I'm just going to play the game.
All right, time to do my dailies.
Oh, we are opting for risk 52. So CL is gonna try to beat the 5-minute 8-second record here.
Yep, Seal's idea is to get a better time for sure. With perfect execution, it's definitely possible. I mean, we've seen Lin himself do it, have better timing than what he just did. So the idea is to just try and get it done.
It definitely will come down to a lot of RNG, though, on those Rams.
I wholeheartedly
Yeah, so
agree.
far we've seen Lin has been a master at manipulating the and this one already
Yeah,
looks scuffed.
I'm gonna be dead ass. This looks terrible already. All the Rams chose a different target and all decided to go to different quadrants of Narnia. We're gonna go ahead and group them together. Hopefully, we can make up for some time lost. If we play absolutely perfect, it might be possible. That was only maybe 5-7 seconds lost, I believe.
Yeah, knowing CL, if this was not in a tournament, he would have already restarted.
Oh yeah. I will say that to try and make up for time lost, Shiel decided to face tank all of those pot shots with Perlica to try and get
That he
that
did.
final strike in. And you'll see it in
Yeah,
the
and,
timer. We are actually doing better than normal pacing. 10 seconds ahead.
Very good time here. And this wave is gonna be done real quick here. This one as well.
Yup.
And then we're gonna see again. I can predict the future. Zhuang Fengyi's ult is gonna pop, and also Alesh.
Is thankfully able to get the Zhuang
There we
Fengyi
go.
ult in time. Has all 9 swords. It should burst this. The key thing here is getting the prism inside of it, and it looks like the prism is there. Using the Alesh ult with the final strike of the Zhuang Fengyi battle skill is just like what we saw with Lin. That's just pure mastery. Oh, takes a major hit from
Oh,
takes a
Perlica.
major
Perlica.
hit there.
It's
He
still
doesn't have a chance to take another hit.
it's still really fast, but a lot of the time he was banking on taking maybe an additional hit in order to save some more time. But now you don't have that ability. Wave 3 is starting. Here are the Rams.
Not only did he get hit there during the Tidewalker phase, he was actually solidified in the puddle.
That is definitely tough. That's why we have so much chip here. This is definitely a less tanky Perlica than Lin elected to. The idea is to deal even more damage, I believe. I believe Lin's Perlica had 14,000 HP. This one had far lower as the max HP for the damage reasons to try and get better time. So we'll have to see. Rams are going
CL
down.
did lose quite a bit of time there because the other Ram was split from
Yeah.
the current one that's currently staggered.
Thankfully, they're grouped now. Just have to dodge that. That's a great dive attack to get out of the way. Combo skills at the ready. Solidify. Getting the Zhuang Fengyi battle skill up and running. Looks like they'll go through this, but it's not very fast.
Yeah, CL has no SP to finish this Ram off.
Has to get a lot of final strikes in to try and make up for that SP loss, even with the double Vanguard, but it should tick up pretty quickly, to be honest, once we get to the boss itself. Here it comes, it's the effigy pre-jacking the Drunk Fang Yield, and it's going to be the same exact sequencing that we've seen this entire tournament, especially last round, as we start to burst through the effigy.
CL
did
does
get the
need to
early
finish with
break.
52 seconds, though.
Double
Yeah,
Vanguard.
this is going to be extremely tight if he manages to do it at all.
That's right. So we'll have to see a minute 50 left on the clock. We'll have to absolutely chew through these rams. I don't know if the Drunk Fang Eel will still be there. I think it actually might be for one cast here. Just has to get an electrocute and then a battle skill. Get the Drunk Fang Eel cast in. It got in, so this should be more damage than usual.
He does have a lot less time, though, than Lin did.
That's true.
Yeah, Lin had plenty of time here. And also, time is ticking for CL. He only has 30 seconds left
Gonna have
to
to
get
chew
to the
through
title class
this.
and kill the title class.
Pretty much all the ultimates are about to be available again, but you do have to hold them for the title class. You have to absolutely one-shot it. It's not looking good timing-wise. That initial wave 1 was a little bit sus. I think the hope was to save a lot more time than you actually did.
Unfortunately, I think he has already lost
CL
at this
knows
point.
it. Yeah, CL knows it.
Alright, just punching the air at this point, unloading everything, trying to get as much damage down as possible. We're going to go ahead and melt through this title class just to show what could have been.
If this was 53, it would be a different story. CL would be setting a record.
A little slow on the tail end there. But there you go.
There we go.
Unfortunate. Not enough of a time. That is a risk 52 clear, but the timing is not good enough. We kind of have to go a little further.
Yeah, almost
11
not
seconds.
almost 11 seconds slower than
Yep.
Lin.
Man,
Lin
Lin
set
has it
record.
down to a science, huh?
He does.
Yeah, he has mastered the manipulation of those rams.
Ooh.
It doesn't help that he did, despite making up for the time loss in round 1, he could have made that so much faster.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And one thing to note here, this is CL's final attempt here. He is now forced to go up a number,
And
up a risk.
It's
53.
gonna be that legendary risk 53. It's so inconsistent, but it's just what has to get done if you want to have a chance. It's only the Zhuang Fengyi that was capable of getting that fast of a time against that. We're likely
Yep,
gonna
the
go full
only-
combustion.
Yep, the only risk that we did not end up taking is the level 3 health. So we have level 2 health.
That's right. I don't think timing is very reasonable with level 3 health, so we'll have to be a little careful here. Assumably, the normal combustion team, as we've seen a lot of these teams go, to end off all their runs, it's probably one of the more easier to pilot, but also one of the most explosive. A lot of the better timing ones, too. We'll have to see.
There we go.
Covered
Yep.
Leaf Fung and I
Nice
got
lineup.
scared. Alright, there we go. That's why we saved the Gilberta in this Fearless draft. To save it for this exact team, for this exact round, so you can finally clutch up. Is Ciel gonna do it? We'll have to see. This is the finals, mind you, of a $40,000 tournament. There is so much money on the line. We'll have to see how it goes.
And maybe he could finally afford Nitro after this.
Dude, give us an easier job. Please get some Nitro, please. Alright, we are loading into the game, and I am excited.
Not only that, but have you seen CL's hand cam streams? This man plays on a mouse pad as big as his hands. He needs that money to upgrade, man.
As big as his hands. That is disturbing. Alright, we're using the controlled Gilberta after a zoom in on our Supreme Chief for good luck, and we're gonna go ahead and chew through all of these dogs right off the rip. Holding the combo skill very critically. We do not want to heal these dogs. Instead, just let them burn down to death.
Oh, good bait there at the end to clean the field in the middle.
Got a little scared that he tagged that puddle, but was able to get out of it, but uses the Gilberta battle skill in order to gather everything. But then they just split apart instantly. That's a bit of a time loss right there. Actually,
Those
no, they're
harpies
going to
will
burn
die in
back.
return,
Yep.
though.
Because it's burned, though, it did not end up mattering.
Yep, that's pretty good. But that is critically one of those ads still there, but looks like it's going to get tagged in the AoE. We're going to throw ahead and throw all the combo skills except the Gilberta critically. We are very mindful that the CC risk of applying CC on an enemy can heal them, so we do not use the Gilberta combo skills until wave 3. as we are actually above pace in Risk 53. We're going to start off Wave 2. Take a look at that.
Oh, for a second there, that stutter.
Yeah, I was
almost
scared
scared
of a
me.
disconnect, but
Yeah,
thankfully the
these
rule is to
stutters are
take
all
one.
scaring me now.
I'm
After that
absolutely
Maggie run.
traumatized after the Maggie incident.
Not in the finals, man.
Not in the finals. All right, we're gathering it with Gilberto. We're going to start throwing these
Wolfgar's
combo
gonna kill
skills.
these. No
Gonna burn them all
problem.
down. And the Tidewalker is going to spawn soon.
It looks like this is more of a spam than a arts intensity build.
Looks like it. We're not going to use the Tong Tong ult. In fact, we're just going to hope that we can burst it down. The Prism is already almost gone. Should go down here. There we go. About
That's
half
dead.
health on the Tidewalker. Gilberto for the damage amp. That's the power of that ultimate. And we're going to throw all of the combo skills and the battle skills. That's the Levitate to try and finish it off. We can use Gilberto combo skill here as well, because you can't CC that guy. And it is gone. We are still about 7 seconds above pace.
Yep, this is a very good run overall so far.
This Risk 53 might be it. CL might crawl back. We just have to deal with these Rams. This is one of the killers of this run. The absolute RNG that these Rams can do, depending on where they run, if they choose to fight you or choose to go off to Narnia on an adventure. We'll have to see. Solidified in front of the
Ooh.
Ram, unfortunately, but able to dodge a second hit. We still had HP to play with.
That ram is outside of his range. No, there we go. We're good.
We are grouped together again, so we'll have to see. It looks like we're going to burst through it. A bunch of combustion going down. Solidified in front of this, but we have the SP. Just elects to take it, deciding to get a good combo right there. Yep. We have the room. HP is a resource, everybody. You should use it in terms of just taking hits you're allowed to take. So we're going to go ahead.
But he
and
does
get
still
my
have a
engine.
full 2 other stages to go, and the Stinger on the 4th stage can absolutely nuke your health bar if you're not ready for it.
That's right. We have to be as efficient as possible, as mechanically perfect as possible. That's why we timed that Tong Tong ult the way that we did to try to get more, but did something just miss there? I'm not sure, but Wolfguard ult to go in to apply more combustion. Trying to get in, Gilberto ult
The
for the
laser.
damage
Be
amp.
careful here.
Dodge that laser! It's gonna be bad!
Oh no!
Oh, Gilberto is taking it.
Gilberto got away!
Gilberto
400
barely
HP!
survived.
And now Lavitain is here to finish the job! Oh, this is so close, but we're solidified again! Are we able to get out? We're able to do as much damage as possible, and that's the effigy, and we're on to wave 4.
Ooh, for a moment there, I thought Gilberto was dead.
I thought it was over, but Ciel refuses to go down. We're going to start off wave 4 with 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock. That should be more than enough time as long as we play perfectly, but it's this Sting that's a problem. It's the Sting
He's
that
gotta
always
watch
gets
those
in
range
pot shots.
attacks.
All right, we're able to dodge through that. We're solidified, but that's okay because we have more combo skills at the ready. Levitain 2, battle skill. Okay, got to dodge that. We jumped over it, but we're not grouped together. We're losing time.
Yeah, the other. Oh, there
Oh,
we
Gilberto's gone. Stinger got him.
no!
Time. I think Ciel is done here.
And
That
that
Gilberto is very essential for DPS.
is Ciel's dying throws as he no longer has the damage required to do everything that he has to do at the Tong Tong ult just to complain, just to bitch and moan, and that's gonna be it.
Yep, that is game.
knows.
Damn.
That's game.
That's so unfortunate.
The fan favorite got taken down by Lin.
By Lin and Blue Jay. You can't forget Blue Jay, our favorite
You can't
last
forget
minute
Blue Jay,
aficionado.
of course.
I was a fan of them, although I did bet on the wrong horse, it seems like.
It
No one
looks
of
like
us
it.
betters won, actually.
You bet on the tournament favorite, not on your actual favorite. Should have stuck to your guns, but we're going to go ahead and Wolfguard ult down these Rams, but there's not enough damage anymore. We're just kind of playing around. No more Levitate either. And that is CL's final round.
Wow, I was not expecting CL to be knocked out. That goes against my expectations entirely.
Yeah, it's the consistency. It's how consistent that Lin is able to get these fast Zhongfeng Yi clears to the point where even CL was struggling to catch up. So now
Yep.
you're forcing them with pure pressure to get into Risk 53. But we still have 1 round to go. Even if it's done and dusted, I want to see how our winning team does in the last round.
Same. I want to see if Blue Jay's able to clear with that burn team that he's got going.
All right.
But
let's
hey,
skip
look,
ahead.
in the bright side, we pretty much know who won. Lin and Blue Jay won already, NCL at second place. But second place, X6K, and the first place is 10K. They have to split that two ways. So realistically, Ciel is still the biggest winner.
This is Blue Jay, right? Not Lin.
Yeah, this is Blue Jay.
Yeah, there's a Blue Jay. Blue
Alright.
Jay's the one who's been running the fire team.
All right, Blue Jay is gonna cap off this tournament. It's the finals. The it may have been decided, but there's still a bit more game to be played. As we are gonna see if we can clear risk 53 instead, just to rub it into CL's face a good measure. Gonna go ahead and attack the Stinger here, getting the fire team. It's the same exact team that we saw from CL earlier. We're gonna go ahead and burn it down, holding the Gilberta combo skill again. Mastery, complete mastery right there.
This is painful for Ciel because if he completes this and with a very low performance, this was it's just gonna show him what could have been.
That's right. And just to rub it in, but we got to see if Blue Jay is able to seal the deal to get that in. It is a risk 53 clear, so this is going to be really inconsistent. We saw a lot of the unfortunate RNG that happened with kind of the Rams walking around in CL's run. Can Blue Jay get it done better and luckier? Trying to eat through this. Okay, gathers it together with Gilberta battle skill, holds the Gilberta combo skill, of course, so it can all burn down. And we're about to see this Tidewalker again, this time on Blue Jay's perspective. Tidewalker.
This Tidewalker is gonna die really easily here.
Combustion off the Wolfguard ult to hit all that. Gilberta damage amp and the Prism is already gone. We're just gonna throw everything at this damn Tidewalker. Max HP, by the way. This is a 11k, I believe, HP Gilberta. Apologies for the quality. That's just the VOD.
They better upgrade their setup with their winning soon. For the
All right, opening with the Tong Tong Ultia May as well. Trying to CC this down. Trying to get more cryo applications. Trying to deal as much damage to these Alpha Rams. It is these things that could be the round colors, but we do have good time. We have a full 3 minutes to deal with Wave 3. Trying to take it down.
He's
Bursting
actively
with
pulled
the-
him into the corner, which is the right plan.
Yup, they are
this
grouped
is
together.
what Ciel should have done in his run.
Slightly.
Ooh, got
together.
hit by that ram hit.
Both are staggered at the same exact time. They're both going to take major damage. Actually, one didn't get staggered. Okay, there we go. And we are bursting through it cleanly. There it is.
He has a lot more health ready to go than CL did. CL was already down to, I believe, a quarter HP by this
I
point.
agree. So much more room to go as we are onto the effigy. Trying to gun it down. We have the Gilberta already if we're going to use that damage amp in the grab, but it's canceled by the ultimate and the battle skill. And now we're just going to throw every combo skill and try and burn this down with the Levitate ult using the enhanced battle skill when we generate enough SP once we're out of SP lock. And that is enough damage to take down the effigy, and we only have one wave to go.
Yeah, this is going extremely well for Blue Jay.
We're just flexing on CL at this point.
And you have to remember, we are watching on CL's POV right now. We are not on the caster stream.
Oh, man.
So he is witnessing this, and it's like 360p glory.
Witnessing poetry in motion in low quality. It makes you think what could really be if you had slightly better internet and bitrate, but we're going to go ahead and go with the Stinger. The stagger bar is down. We want to take care of it. There it is. We're generating much SP, but they're not really grouped together. It might actually still be close on the risk 53 clear. Takes a big hit there and is solidified, but we are getting the combo skills in now. The rotation finished. And now it's a final Tidewalker. The Tong Tong ult is gonna hit the title class a full minute. Looks like it's a guaranteed clear at risk 53, and it's not gonna be the tournament favorite. It's not gonna be the challenge runner from the OG Arknights of CL winning the entire tournament. Instead, it's gonna be the dynamic duo. It's Lin and Blue Jay that wins the $40,000 contingency contract tournament.
Very much.
Woo!
Congratulations to these teams, by the way.
408 at 53 is also
408.
impressive.
That is
Very
a
impressive.
crazy time. Congratulations to Blue Jay and Lin. They took it home.
This is me right now.
Oh my gosh.
Upright, crying. Is that a crying? Oh yeah, it's
That is
crying.
crying
That's right.
for crying last right.
Good run,
this gonna
good
be the
run.
It just came out at the same level.
Oh, she does speak
wow,
English.
Wow, wow, 자, 지금 말씀하시는 게
Oh, never mind. Back to Korean.
GG's, everybody. GG's. All right, Renegade. Draknis, what did you think of the tournament?
That
Dude,
was
it
a
was-
fantastic time.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that run from CL was quite unfortunate. Unfortunately, he needed Gilberto there to survive in order to deal as much damage and take down the title class as fast as possible. But unfortunately, a series of unfortunate events happened, and that led to Gilberto's demise, and therefore derailing the entire run for CL. But
Yep.
still, a good effort for CL though.
For sure.
Second
It
place
was-
is not. It's not a
Yeah.
bad spot to be in.
He still absolutely dominated in the rest of the tournament, and getting to finals by itself is already an incredibly good showing. Unfortunately, it's a combination of just a couple of bad plays and bad RNG results in just being unable to carry it through. That time that he had to go up against for that 52 risk clear was incredibly tough. He was pressured so much.
Oh, yeah. They really did a good job at pressuring CL completely, and I feel like CL on the way here had by far the hardest bracket, the hardest
Yeah, I was about to-
Oh,
challenges to get here.
100%.
I was about to say, compared to the rest of the bracket, compared to what the shit CL has gone through, he is a seasoned veteran at this point. Bro went in the trenches and survived.
Wow.
Yeah, every single one of his opponents actually did push him pretty far.
Yeah, against the two Korean teams and the qualifiers, and then against Namor on the semifinals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And a
I
big
think-
congratulations to pretty much to the entire top four. I know, Maggie, your runs didn't end the way you wanted to, especially with that disconnect, but you still got $4,000 in the pocket. That is still rent being paid in a sense, so that's pretty good. And to everybody else in the tournament, you all played fantastic. It was a joy to commentate everything here. We may not have been official commentators, but we did it for fun, and it was really great.
I had a great
we-
time. This is my first time ever casting, so
Hey, y'all
while
did great
you
too.
guys are amazing. This was a great time. I thank you for pulling me in.
Hell yeah.
No worries, man. And like I said, in the end of the day, the 10K had to be split two ways. So CL still takes the most amount of money at the end, 6K.
All right.
It almost seems like the rest of the podium actually almost has the same. Well, I balanced them out actually. No one took too much, but hey, it's their money. It's theirs to keep. We're just spectators at this point. We're only here for the ad
Are you
revenue.
asking for a little crumb?
Huh?
What's going on
Well,
over
hey,
there?
hey, now they can afford Nitro,
Yup.
and maybe they can afford RAM prices as well.
That's all.
especially Blue Jay here. It was we had trouble seeing, but you still performed right at the end.
Yep.
Good job.
I do want to
Incredible
look around
performances.
the board. It seems when I take a look at the bracket, a vast majority of the fastest clears and highest risk clears were the Lavate and Wolfguard teams with Tong Tong, followed by the Zhuang Fengyis, and that's pretty much it. There is some variation in terms of whether you're using Estella or not in the combustion teams, but for the most part, it's those two standard ones.
Yep, for sure. And it's interesting because you would think you would see more Estella in those high clear teams, but just because she's not really adding any damage, when you're trying to go up against time, you just can't afford it.
Yep. It just goes to show that as much DPS needed as possible, you need pure mechanical skill, but that's going to be the entire tournament. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank everyone so much for playing. And Renegade, thank you for this idea of us casting it.
No worries, man. The original plan was just us going hog wild, but it ended up being like a semi-professional casting.
I didn't know
I
what the
have
vibe was, so I
someone,
just kind of went off.
I have someone asking if we knew what Wolfguard's gear was on that final one, and to be honest, I don't think we saw it.
We did. Well, these guys tend to just go straight into it without showing their gears. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Lin and Blue Jay.
But no, it definitely did not appear that they were running Arts Intensity, but it didn't matter at the end.
Yep. All right. I think I'm going to end stream if that's chill with both of y'all.
Yeah,
No
no,
worries,
I
go
am.
ahead.
I actually am going to be going straight from this to catching up on last night's Arknights reveals.
Oh,
'cause
hell yeah.
My power went out. And I did
CL
not get
just
a chance
goes
to see them.
straight to Arknights and stream.
Yeah, back to the good game. Yeah, that's right.
All right, enough with this infield.
All right. All right, chat. I am ending stream. Thank y'all so much for watching. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoyed the casting. Let me know if you want to